you better wait here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Even 10 minutes is a long time to be away from it.
You already know what the business is, man. It's the Coach Uncut podcast. I'm kicking with my brethren, DJ Nova Fresh,
It's a long time to be away from it.
out in San Diego, California, via the great state of Louisiana. And my brother from the same mother, I got it right this time, the same exact mama, Treyway the moisturizer, out there in the A, where the peaches is out there, you know? By way of West Palm Beach, Belle Glade, Florida. You already know how we do it, man. We about to hang out a little bit today.
What was that, Trey?
We also got a special guest, man. Think Like a Boss. Andrea is gonna come pull up with us, hang out a little bit, catch up with her. She's a previous guest. She's gonna come hang out with us, talk about what she got going on, some workbooks and business and life. And we're gonna go through our normal docket and kick it, man. We got some voicemails. That should be fun.
Yes, sir.
We haven't listened to them neither, so we have no idea what's about to happen whatsoever. Y'all boys had a blessed over week?
Yes, we did. Yeah, it was a slow week, man. I ain't do much.
All
Just
right.
chill, really.
I love the music, man. I like talking through the music a little bit, so that's always fun. It's been a chill week.
Yeah, nephew had a graduation party.
Mm.
So he off to college. Go do big things, man.
I was about to ask you what graduation, because us blacks, we celebrate all the graduations big. Kindergarten, 5th grade, 8th grade, everything gets celebrated big. But I mean, that's the summer before college, bro. That's one of the most epic summers a kid can have, man.
He don't get no summer. That boy got to go to school and go get ready for the football season. He don't get no
That's
summer.
even better. Hey, but he gonna get a summer on college campus. He gonna get a real good summer. What do you mean? He get to go to a college campus and start prepping. The cheeks is out. The summer aid people. B, you get an early jump start on the other people a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? You know what, man? They had me pick up. I picked up a new hobby, man. Pickle ball. Start playing
That's
pickle
like-
ball, man.
Yeah,
Trey,
that's
you
like
might
senior
be good.
citizen tennis.
Yeah. I like
bit.
it, man. It was fun. It was fun. Trey, your mic muted if you were saying something. Yeah.
Oh man, I
it's-
said hella jokes too.
Nah,
Let's get
pickleball-
the pickleball off and let's get into the show. What's up with it? How pickleball go for you?
It was good, man. That jump was actually fun, man. At first I was apprehensive. I was like, I don't play this up. But it's like a human form, adult form of ping pong ball.
Ping pong.
Oh yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, man.
It's similar to ping pong.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. It's a good enjoyment. You ain't running no court like tennis where you are if you're playing 1v1, but the ball ain't coming 200 miles an hour at you. So
You
Yeah.
and the court is much shorter, so it's fun.
It depends on what old man you playing the pickleball court though.
Yeah, you got that one dude that just stand there. It could just hit it from any angle, and just he
Yeah,
just in the middle of the
I seen
thing.
some talent out there, man. I seen some talent on the senior citizen athletic fields, man. Cornhole, pickleball, shuffleboard. I've seen some elite ones.
you definitely probably the only nigga at the pickleball court.
I'm probably gonna
No,
be
we
there.
out there now. We out there now a
Oh,
little
we
bit.
had pickleball?
Man, they
Yeah,
got a
surprising.
pickleball championship now.
Oh yeah, the coach out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I've
on
been
ESPN.
seeing it
It be on
on,
ESPN.
even on the apps.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Ever since Ross did the pickleball pedal polisher. Ever since that shit, I've been
was that?
seeing black people. When Rick Ross was trolling DJ Envy, and he said he had just bought a pickleball team, and said so he got on Instagram and said he's looking for a pickleball paddle polisher. And he was asking if DJ Envy's wife was interested in being his pickleball paddle polisher. So since then, I've been seeing an uptick in blacks playing pickleball.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. It's really fun, man. I'm telling
I'm
you.
about to try it out. I need some old people.
You play
Exercise
singles or
hobbies.
doubles in pickleball?
We played doubles we played doubles this weekend. Doubles. Gotta walk me into it, man. Walk me into it.
Yeah.
I can't
I can
just
see the vibes.
can't go full sprint.
Yeah.
Good little
All right, let's
workout
go,
too.
man. Oh no, yeah, it's definitely for our age demographic. It's fire. Let's get into it and get it going so we get our guests on here and kick it, man. Peace, love, and blessings is all I'm after. Beautiful women, good cushion, a whole lot of laughter. Designing linen to stay dapper, then cap it off with a fly-ass caption to go over these moments we capture. Life is a blessing. Every L is a lesson. If you already believe in God, then why the F is you stressing? I'm Shaka Zulu in the Fubu, and this is trying to build this ecosystem like the so-called Jews do. It's the Coach Uncut podcast, and I'm kicking it with my family. You're
What it do? It's your boy, Mr. I got my people with me. DJ Nova Fresh, you know I'm in the building. And we pull up with a carload, man. Hop out, 4 doors open, throw you in the trunk.
way down.
Sound like the Mexicans, man. Shout out to the people in the big globe, man. It's your boy Trey Pound, the moisturizer, aka the tsunami for your mommy. You know, Mr. Make Draws Wet Again, President of Wet Lives Matter, because if it ain't wet, it don't even matter. Play me my theme music. Splash.
Hey, I gotta get this off, man. Bro, y'all really messed me up about that damn dog, man. Now I be looking at people dog, it's like that dog there drinks some paint in them, man. I still
Yeah,
I
there
still
are
ain't let
slow
it go.
dogs out here in the world. I think
I still
there's
ain't let it go.
there's retardation in I think every species.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
A couple
In every
chromosomes
species.
missing.
I'll be like, that's a little paint than the drinker right there, yeah. Got a little paint.
For
in
sure.
there.
I'm glad I can educate you on like dog mental health. I appreciate that, brother. We got a special guest kicking it with us, Alexandra. Think like a boss. I'm saying everything all crazy. Think like a boss. Her name is Alexandra. I'm having a rough day. These words beating my ass. I apologize. We've had her on a previous show before. Had an interview, and we just want to catch up with her. She's a businesswoman. She has a lot going on. A workbook. How you doing, sis?
I'm great. How you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Bless.
Thanks for
Feeling good,
having
feeling
me.
great.
Thanks for
Love the
pulling
energy.
up.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, love the energy, love the hair wrap, love everything you got going on. Like, looks super
Skin
black.
glowing.
You look like
Look at her.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks
She
culture
over there
uncut.
Hydrated. She's hydrated.
Yes.
Alkaline water.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Alkaline
You got
popping.
that right. You got that right.
Took your
I
sea
drink
moss
more
right
than
before you
my
got on.
business, okay?
Already. So let's update us. Where you been? Last time we checked in with you, you had a lot going on. Instagram stays active. You're very active into the community. What's new for you? How's everything been? How's business progress or degress? Where you at with everything?
Well, I don't believe in digression. I just think that we're always moving forward, even where we
I
think
like
that we're
that.
not. So, business is doing well. You know, I'm now like an empty nester. So I know last year was huge for me having a senior in high school who's also a basketball star and a track star. So, you know, one of my dreams for him was to get him into a D1 school and become an athlete there. And he got his full scholarship as a track star. So
Wow.
That was a big win for me, you know. Even though as a ball player, I wanted it to be basketball, but it ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? So you got to let your kids have their journey, their own journey.
Yeah.
And I mean, I ran track too, but it wasn't my love. But to see him go so far with it is just a beautiful thing. So sometimes our
No, that's
dreams,
fire.
it's not just about us; it's also for our children. So that was big for me. And I think the biggest thing, the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because entrepreneurship and my business allowed me to be there,
Mm-hmm.
if that
Mm,
makes sense. Like it
yeah.
allowed me to not miss one basketball game, coached him in basketball
Mm.
once, coached him in soccer, not miss one track meet. You know, on the off days, we go into the track to make sure his starts are right. When we found out he's also a track star, mind you, he was running track for 2 months. I got a full scholarship, D1. So we're talking about pure talent. So when that talent emerged, now we're traveling all over the nation, right? And as an entrepreneur, if you build something sustainable and
Mm-hmm.
real, you're
Mm-hmm.
able to actually have that freedom to do the things that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Time
that,
is the real currency.
yes, that is the real currency. Can you
That's the
please
real
say that
currency.
one more
Time.
time?
We're trying to get money to buy back out our time. Time is the currency
Yes,
we're all looking for. So, like, to be able to put yourself in a position to own your time, to spend it your 24 hours how you want to work how you want to, and like you said, in a sustainable manner, that's where happiness, peace is at, financial freedom, all of that. We try. It's time buying. That's what we really want.
So
yes. And that was
how?
like my aha moment. Like to come back around to that point where I was like, this is why I was busting my ass for
Mm-hmm.
these last 10 years. It's for this moment right here. Because I'm not on no one's clock. No one's asking me where I'm going. Why am I traveling out here again? Why am I going to Oregon? Why am I mind your business, right? And let me
Yeah.
allow my child to follow his dreams.
How's
And
that? How's that transition as a empty nester? You know, like I'm getting close to that spot to where my kids are getting older. I always want to know like how.
Go raw again, bro.
Yeah. I'm
That's
that's
definitely gonna
Man,
that's
how
a great
everybody
make
got
draws with again. I might as well go ahead and try another
how
go
the
with.
fuck
that's a
everybody
great
got empty
question.
houses?
It was difficult because my son and I are best friends. One thing that I took pride in was making sure that the relationship with my son was intact because that's the way he's going to show up in the world as a man, as a husband. Um, just just him dealing with women is
Mm-hmm.
going to really play a role in how we dealt with each other as mother and son.
mm-hmm.
So for me, that relationship was so important. So now that I have my best friend in the home,
Yeah.
it I was sad at first, but again, the life that I built, there was no stone left unturned, if that makes sense. So
Mm-hmm.
it was such a fulfilling mother and son relationship where now I'm no longer playing that role of telling you what to do. I'm playing now the role of your consultant because you're a young
Right.
adult.
Right.
So I'm just here, you know, for wisdom now because I know that those pillars that me and his dad instilled in him, we built that foundation. So now it's time for us to trust our own knowledge and wisdom that we gave him so he could use his own wings to fly. And I'm just in a point where no, you know, we're not going to great adventures and doing all these things that we used to do. I can't coach him in basketball. I'm not coaching him in track no more. You let me try to go up to that coach in college now, D1, talking myself, why my son like that that's dead. That's done, you know? So it's just now understanding that I have a young adult and now what does that relationship look like with a young man
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
rather than my son child, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
um it has been an adjustment, you know, not being able to go in the room, poking in there, watching him playing the PS5, just looking around, see if everything is cool, and then walking back out. You know, like that's no longer there. He's on campus living his best life, and I have to trust that he's making the best decisions he can as a freshman.
So I kind of want to ask you like a two-part question almost. I'll see how I go because I know you've been featured on BET, ABC, VH1, Dr. Oz. I want to kind of ask you what's your thoughts on the entertainment industry and the way everything is kind of going in that world, but I also want to ask you, like, post that career, what inspired you to kind of take that leap into entrepreneurship, and how did that come about?
The entertainment industry, y'all, is messy. It's messy. So anything that I see that happen, that all this information's coming out, even though I feel like this is stuff we already knew, we just kind of didn't care before because we didn't have social media. But the entertainment industry is very messy. I came in the entertainment industry as a professional choreographer and dancer. So I've been able to, dance with some of the big names out there and, have a great time doing it. But it's like with each level that you go to in the entertainment industry, it's a new problem that has to test your integrity.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a type of person that my integrity is the road that I know that I can always take and I'm not going to be lost.
Mm-hmm.
So my integrity always stays intact. So I had to maneuver the entertainment industry that still kept my soul intact.
Mm-hmm.
So as a result, I knew that route per se wasn't for me. Everything has a purpose, though. It kind of makes you build the hard skin that you need for entrepreneurship, right? It kind of tests your emotional gangster. It tests your like integral gangster. It tests all of that to see who you are as a person, right? In order for you to start making the right decisions for you. Like I remember I had to say no to a reality TV show because at one point I was one of the hottest hip hop choreographers out there. So they saw that I was play in this show as part of the hip hop industry. And when I said no to them, they were all so shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what y'all shocked about? I'm not
So
about
you
to
didn't go to the
join
Diddy parties?
anybody's organization that shows black women in the light that y'all showing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that I'm setting my people back that many years for your entertainment. Because I don't know if you guys know, if you travel internationally, you know how you guys address me, oh, like, look at your hair wrap, look at this, like, y'all saw the energy that I was bringing, right?
Yeah.
But if I go to Morocco right now, they calling me Nicki Minaj. Because that's the only black woman they know. And when I'm like, and I turn around,
That's the propaganda system. No, that's on purpose. That's on purpose, right? They want certain images of us to look a certain way abroad. So when we get shot in the streets, nobody's coming to help us because they painting us like internationally as savages. Like the Chicago murders, the rap scene. We aggressive. We kill each other. They paint these narratives and they set up propaganda for that reason. Like so, when certain things happen, we're not humanized. We're looked at as like yo, these people are crazy already. Like you see Sexy Red and Soldier Boy, like they nuts.
And I would not be a part of that. I would not be a part of that. But once I remember saying no to that show and was like, oh my God, was that my big break? Everybody was like,
oh, what was the show?
I don't usually say the show. I let people infer, like y'all should know by now, like which show it is.
Real World Hip, or what is it? I don't know. A Real Housewives.
You don't know none of this reality TV stuff, man.
The show is that a thing? Well, I mean,
just
it
throwing
was
drinks on each other
and hip hop culture per se. When it first came out.
Oh, hip hop. Real Housewives.
But when I said no to that, God said yes to everything else. If that makes sense.
Damn.
Everything else that was meant for me ended up happening so easily. Like years after that, that's when we became like the international brand, where I was like now had foot traffic in London and Paris and all these different places, bringing my brand out there. Had my own TV show and podcast and everything. It just made sense. And now, I became this international brand when the first event I had just had like 30 people and now we're reaching 30,000. So that to me was huge. And that's, again, because I followed who I am and not who society thinks I should be. So I thought I know that was a two-part question. So that was one of the best decisions for me. I still dance and I still choreograph, but it's always on my terms. Because as humans, we're supposed to stay creative. Like this podcast that you guys are doing, this is y'all staying creative. This is y'all feeding a different part of y'all soul. Because I'm sure y'all have all these amazing things that you guys do as fathers, husbands, things like that. But when you guys come together at 8:30, that's
time to create.
to be creative,
It's
and
time to
that's
cook
dope.
up.
And that's dope. That's the part of ourselves that we always have to make sure that we keep.
Yeah, creating is necessity to happiness in my mind. Like in the beginning, God created. Like everything you're involved in that you do, this computer that we're on, technology, light, all is creation in some sort. You know, you need like fashion is creating. How you dress yourself, like all of that is creating, man. So create as much as you can, man. That's what we're here to do. We're here to create and inspire. What you had, Trey? You about to ask her a question.
No, I was gonna ask her like what some I guess she would say to a young woman that's like young coming up into the industry with your knowledge
Get
and what you
away.
know that's going on.
Don't
Like
go
what's
to
some
the Diddy
advice,
parties.
so they're not as vulnerable or put themselves into vulnerable positions, I
Because
guess.
some people, like he's saying, just to before you answer the question, they feel like that's the only way they're going to get to the next step. Like they don't have a right to say no.
I mean, to a large degree, they're
How do,
right.
how do you say no and still move forward and progress forward?
How do you say no? You say it with your chest.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
say it with your chest. No, but you're correct. I remember once I said no to like sleeping with certain choreographers on this big tour that I was on. Next thing you know, the email the next day was like, "You're no longer needed on the tour," and it was like,
Oh damn.
"Wow, I got you,"
Mm.
but
But ain't
I
that
leave with myself. Like so that's the best thing that I can tell a young woman: do not forget who you are, because at the
yeah?
end of the day, you have to look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and be happy with your decisions and what you have to do. So do not let yourself down. That's the
That's
biggest thing.
all respect to that. All respect to that. So it's safe to say you said no to all Diddy parties.
I said no, because
Oh,
again,
you got the invite?
Did he gonna want a party? You got to say no,
Oh
sis.
man,
and
yeah.
that's the thing, it always starts like that. It's like, oh, we're having a hotel party. I was like, oh, who gonna be there? He said
Diddy.
like
Yeah.
3 people. Nigga, that's not no hotel party.
You the
That's not
party.
a hotel party.
You the party.
I'm saying, okay, I don't know. Like, if you to give you that Cassie like platinum, I give you a few album deal. I don't know. Would you? You know?
That
No, I'm
don't
just
mean
playing.
nothing
I'm
to me,
playing, sis.
and that's
I'm
another
playing.
thing. You had hit the nail on the head when you were saying how freedom is the real currency. We first have
Facts.
to understand what success means to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Other people's terms of success is technically not mine, because once I
Right.
became a minimalist, that's when I started to get my first, 6 figures as an entrepreneur. So whereas
Mm.
everybody think they gotta go bigger, they gotta go badder, they gotta get the biggest house, they gotta go.
You
I
just
don't
gotta
give
be
a
great at
shit
what you do.
about
Great at
them cars.
yeah,
Them
be great.
depreciating assets, I do not care for those. I'm gonna get homes, but you ain't gonna see me get multiple cars, right? So sometimes it's like it depends on what success is for you. For me,
Right.
being able to dance and get paid to dance, like as a professional choreographer, hip hop,
Yeah.
who
Say
has no
choreographer, sis, because they're gonna
professional
think you
training.
strip.
I'm
I
talking
know,
Oh
about
right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
using God given
Magic
talent. I
City
went to no
legend.
dance schools. I did nothing like that.
What
Yeah.
style of dance do you do?
Hip hop, straight up
Like
hip
like
hop.
what kind of form? Like what art form of hip hop?
Break
Like
So
dancing.
is
that's
it
the
like
thing
a
about hip hop.
crump?
That's the thing about
Is
hip
it
hop. It's all encompassing. Hip hop is actually
okay?
a feeling. It's an emotion. It's not necessarily
Mm.
like a pot of beret. If you
Mm,
know what I'm
Mm.
saying. Like
yeah.
I can understand. Oh, there's crump this and that. You get me mad enough, I'll do a crump battle with you and
Oh,
let's
y'all
see who
about
Talk,
to
talk,
gonna
talk
win.
that
Not me.
shit.
You know
Not
what I'm
me.
saying?
I
Like
pop lock.
so. Yeah,
can I about to
right.
Can
do this right now?
Pop, but
Shoot.
I,
also popping. That's like you just feeling the rhythm in a different way. You know what I'm
what,
saying?
you- what your body said to you when you heard that "Not Like Us" record by Kendrick Lamar? What's your
That
choreography?
automatically go into crip walking. Like your
Yeah,
body
yeah,
automatically start to do that with
yeah,
your feet. Like it's just
yeah.
automatic.
I wanted to get jumped in. I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, I'm 40-something years old. Jump me
Call
in the
OG
game,
Mike.
man."
Call OG
Like what
Mike.
I did. I hit up, and we got to talk about OG Mike when we get into the docket. But yeah, I damn near got jumped in by OG Mike. And I'm 40-something years old, man.
Man,
That
the
song
amount
did
of
something
white
to my
people I saw
spirit.
crip walking when that song came out.
Yeah.
I don't think they really know that they not like
They
us,
don't know what
include
they're
them.
doing. That's why I always say hip hop is an emotion. They're mimicking our culture. They do that all around the
I don't
world.
think they
They do it
know.
all around the world.
I don't think they know the lyrics of the song and what it really means, man. Like it's
But
that part is just going over their head a little bit.
Absolutely.
none of them got jumped in, but they mastered that motherfucker for sure.
And the Crips put out a PSA like, listen, I know you guys are enjoying Kendrick's song, but you guys are like throwing up signs and doing dances that'll get you smoked.
It's like, watch out now. Don't do that in
That
the
you put in
hood.
a pack.
What were some of your early influences? I would guess that kind of got you into dancing and choreography.
My first teacher was Michael Jackson. You know, back in the day, we used to
Whoa,
pop that
Jerry
hoodie
Curl,
Mm.
Mike.
and
Speaking
record.
of Diddy
Pepsi-Cola, Mike?
parties,
You
Pepsi Cola,
know,
Mike.
huh?
Michael, like Michael.
Michael Jackson, as in, the question was my inspiration, right? So
the
Oh,
GOAT.
Michael Jackson as
I
a
thought you
dancer.
meant Bubbles.
And when I say he was my first teacher, it's because you know how back in the day we used to record our favorite music videos,
Mm-hmm.
learn
Yeah.
the choreography and stuff like that. That's exactly how I learned how to dance, by watching the
Nice.
music
Oh,
videos and learning the choreography and over and over. That's how I
He
started
was a
to dance.
perfectionist, boy.
Black people just like we dope at creating, man. Like even hip hop, that's what it is. Expression, creations, and create a whole music form out of thin air to express ourselves.
Absolutely.
What's the workbook about? Like, let us know what's going on in that world and what you got cooking.
Absolutely. So the workbook is a business workbook. So one thing that I noticed about business. So I started my first business now, almost 14 years ago, the evolution of hip hop, right? Again, our
Hmm.
passions take us to our purpose if we really pay attention. So my passion of dance made me start my first business, which was a dance school. And
Mm-hmm.
then we ended up having 3 locations in the tri state area. But being a black woman in business, um, and even in the entertainment industry, right? We don't have that many people that look like us to show us the ropes.
Right.
So the reason why I started writing business books is because we need this information. Like I feel like the white people they share the information between themselves and they all become rich and have a great time. That's
Mm.
nice. That's cool. But let us do the same thing. I am tired of people hoarding information that can help
Gatekeeping.
the community
oh yeah.
be better. So what I did was learn from all my trials and errors, right? Why was I able to build a business? How was I able to leave my 9 to 5 job while being a family woman, having a mortgage, stuff like that, and having a child, right? How did I create a dance franchise? How did I become an international speaker? How did I get sponsors? How did I get loans? How did I get grants? Right? So when you get all of that information and you put it in the book for someone like me at that time that didn't have that guidance, right? So that
Mm-hmm.
is
Right.
the point of the workbook. So now I put it in a workbook form because it's like I know I'm telling you what to do, but apply it now. Like now the next page is actually a workbook, like a ditto, like we used to have in school. Fill this out.
Mm-hmm.
Do it right here in real time, right? Because I could tell you what it is, and then it's gonna go fall out your head because you didn't get to apply it yet. No, let's do the writing part right now.
Do you have a audio book or a video? Cause you know the old saying, you want to hire something from a Negro, just put it in a book. You
I
got
do
another learning too.
I do not have an audiobook, and I try not to subscribe to those belief systems.
Hmm.
So it's important for us to break out of those belief systems. So part of my purpose is to make sure that I'm out here in black communities. That's why I say every black community is my community. So when you hear the fact that I'm going internationally, I ain't going to London to speak to the white people. I'm going to Brixton. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys ever been to London, but Brixton is like Brooklyn. Okay?
Mm.
Like I was shocked when I was there. I was like, oh, this is where we at. This is what we doing, right? So going back to my black communities to change that narrative, like, no, we gonna pick up this book, right?
You
We're
better
going
have extra security. You go to Haiti though.
come again.
You better have extra
She got
security.
Geo.
You go to Haiti.
No
Geo and his
barbecue out there.
concubines.
Geo
He
can't
gonna
do nothing with
execute.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue wilding.
He gonna offer up his concubines to barbecue as payment for security.
Barbecue already got a concubine. You think his concubine better than the man that got the whole? All right, wait,
He
back to
got it.
sis. What's up?
Yeah, he got
My
American
bad. I didn't mean to
concubines.
interrupt you. You
That's
did
fine.
mention though. You said you learned from a lot of your trials and errors. What was one of your biggest error that you made on your journey?
One of the biggest errors actually was when I first opened the evolution of hip hop. I thought that people loved the history of hip hop as much as I did, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, my first school was gonna be all encompassing. Like, let's do the five pillars of hip hop. Let's have, an artist come in to show graffiti. Let's have someone to come in to do lyricism, and then we're gonna have someone to do the break dancing and the hip hop dance. That's where I came in. No one cares. Um, no one cares as much as we think they do, right? So I had to, and like nobody was coming to these classes that I put together to try to create for the tri-state area. So I had to like go back to the drawing board because I could have lost my business, right? Because putting in the money and everything and the effort, and then no money was coming in. I just really had to change my approach. Like at the end of the day, what is the universal language? And that is like dance and music, right? So then I just focused it on just being a dance school, and our biggest flagship service was hip hop dance parties. Hip hop dance parties includes all families,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when I did that, we had customers coming as far as Connecticut, as far as Philly, just all trying to come into New York to have an Evolution Hip Hop birthday party. So that's what kind of just grew the company to its next level. But while they're doing the hip hop party, I made sure that my instructor, whoever I hired, was throwing out hip hop history whilst teaching, because it was still important to me to keep our culture um, during in the hip hop school to the customers that came into to the school.
Okay.
When when you building your curriculum and your workbooks, whatnot, did you use your son as a like a test study, and what like kind of like yeah, how did that roll about, and how did you impact kids at schools? Like,
Did I use my son as a test study? That's a good question. The thing about my son is, and that's this with anybody with children, they're watching you. They're
mhm.
watching everything that you are doing, and you are their first teacher, whether it's verbally or just by your actions. So for him, when I first got into high schools to teach Think Like a Boss curriculum, he wasn't even of high school age yet. So it wasn't based off of him. It was based off of, how do I get to these teens before they lose their dreams?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say that is because sometimes adulthood is where dreams go to die. And because we get all these responsibilities and all these things come up, and we forget what our love was, what our passion was. So the big thing for me was to go back into these high schools and to catch them before all that crap happened, or too many people was telling them no, right? um but when it comes to my son and entrepreneurship, he was always around the business. So he started his first business at 16.
Mm.
So during the pandemic, he was building computers with his bare hands and selling them for $1,500 a piece.
Damn.
Um, yeah, and that was at 16. And now,
It ain't on them, it's in them.
yeah, he was, and it was normal to him. Like it was just easy. It was just normal. He was like, yeah, I'm about to put it up and put it up here and sell for six. Like I didn't even have to walk him through that much. Um, now he has a job and runs his small business and goes to school and run track. So um, he is he will be a test for something else. I do want to do a parent book, so it'll kind of be that. I'm trying to see if I did it right. You know what I'm saying? Like he's 19. Let's see what happened at 23. Like let's revisit that and make sure he stays the course. I'll be writing a book for that. But for the workbook and for any teen programs, it's really just me being inspired by me knowing how teens are thinking, knowing that they still are trying to figure out who they are, and try to catch them and motivate them and empower them before they go into the world. Like the questions you were asking, what would I tell a young girl that's going into the entertainment industry? If she's able to have me
Mm-hmm.
as a teacher during a Think Like a Boss program, that will set her up now when she's in the real life situation. She'll remember everything that I taught her. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what made me do the high school programs and things like that. And the workbook is just really for any entrepreneur, not just for teens.
Speaking of,
Mentorship is a very important like aspect and things we need in our culture. Like a lot of what you're doing, even with the workbook, is mentorship. The programs, the book, all that stuff is giving game and mentorship, and that is very key. That wisdom, you can't always. If you teach somebody how to fish, you don't have to go bring them fish all the time. So just that knowledge and game is very important what you're doing. And I like your passion, your purpose, and your whole platform. Just want to give you some flowers, sis,
Oh, Shay, thank you. Thank you so much.
for sure.
You, you talked about women. Can you share about the programs you create for women that are homeless? And
Yes, absolutely. So one of our mottos for Think Like a Boss is no woman left behind. And I know that homelessness has become, such a huge problem in our communities. And I hate for them to feel like they're being left behind. And some of them do feel that way. So I made it my business to add initiatives that brings us into homeless shelters for families, for women, for children, and even for men. So the homeless shelters that we go to is not just have women and children. Anytime that we have a shelter that also have men, we make sure that we have programs catered to them too. We give them free haircuts. We make sure that the donations come with male products as well. So that's just very important for our community to send the ladder back down, and just stop, leaving others behind. So that's one of the programs that we do there. We also do workshops for them, and this is all free. This is
Mm-hmm.
all free. We also go into in the homeless shelters to do workshops for them. So whether it's um, how to get back into the workforce, financial wellness, like when they do get back on their feet, how do they start budgeting from there on
Mm-hmm.
out? So yeah, it's very important for us to keep that on there because again, success is not all about the money. It's about who you're helping on the way.
Where can they find you in all the organizations that you um, partake in?
Yeah, they can find me on Instagram at Think Like a Boss NJ. That's across all platforms actually. And our website is actladythinkboss.com.
Oh yeah, you everywhere. I want to come get a boosty fade though. Y'all do boosty
What?
fades there?
Well, we
yeah,
gotta head to my boy. So my boy, he's actually a barber.
You
He
ain't
has
got
a
enough
barber
hair to do no
buzz.
boosie fade.
well,
Yeah, I
he
do.
already got a homeless man hairline.
Oh
Bro,
Man,
you ain't
no,
got no enough hair to do no boosie fade because you
that's how
way
y'all
out
get
of
on
pocket.
each other.
look, man.
Look,
You will need a unit. You need one of them Steve Harvey units to get a boosie fade. He can't get no boosie fade.
I got enough to get a boosty fade.
You gotta make a couple more trips to Malaysia before like your process like really grow through.
Turkey.
that's bad.
Turkey? Oh my bad. My
Like June, look, y'all. June
Wrong country.
is Mental Health Awareness Month for men. Okay,
Is it?
y'all should be
Yeah.
lifting each other up.
Man,
Like,
Thank
they
you.
trying to tell us it's Pride Month.
no, mm, I mean,
No, we're gonna go back to mental health. That's the I thought it was last month. I think we celebrated it in May. I
yeah,
thought
I guess it is, but I don't want that to be. I don't want that to overshadow the fact that it's Men's Mental Health
Oh
Awareness
yeah.
Month and it's Father's Day month. Okay,
Oh
so let's
yeah.
talk about it. So at the end of the day, I need y'all to be a little more conscious this month of how you're talking to yourself,
Hmm.
how you're talking to
Yeah,
each
I got a
other.
hairline. Get a
Yeah,
boosty
right?
fade. You know
now
what I'm
we get
saying?
love
Can't
around here, but
So
we
y'all got your
also like
hairline.
accountability is key. You know, like being honest with your friends. Like I'm not letting my friends walk into the barbershop asking for a boost phase if they got the car window like
Right.
hairline going
That's
on.
also part of it. Accountability,
uh,
what's
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna look
love.
like this month.
I
You know what
can't
I'm
let you
saying?
lie to yourself, friend.
I ain't not
That is
fresh.
important though. Mental health for men is very important. We're gonna talk about that more this show. Like we had one of our OGs pull up on it this weekend, and like mentally, like some of this stuff he was talking about with us is just like, yeah, bro. Like he's 60 something now. You know what I'm saying? Like looking at our age and where he's at with things, he's youthful as a 60-year-old guy, 60+ year old guy, but like mental health is very key, man, especially for us. And we neglect it for so long. Like a guy like him that was not aware of mental health and the things that were bogging him down, and now it's all hitting him at 60. You feel me? And that's like a harsh reality and things to deal with at such an old age, man. It's never too late,
It's never,
but be as aware as and conscious about mental health as early as you can.
and that's
For
why I
sure.
love that when men build these platforms because y'all need to hear from each other.
Oh yeah.
I know a
Correct.
lot of people
Yep.
ask, why
Thank you.
am I not building, something for men? I'm like, because it's important for them to hear from each other.
Thank
And
That's
you.
maybe they
facts.
don't want to
Yep.
hear from another woman telling them what to do, right?
Yep.
Maybe they just
Thank you.
really want to hear from an OG that's been there. And it's
Mm.
Thank you.
stuff
Right.
like you said that he learned it at 60 years old because um, family might have left by then. Your
Mm.
wife probably
Oh
gone.
yeah. Yeah. How you
You know
know,
what I'm
Mike?
saying? Like that shit hurts. It hurts. But at the end of the day, at 60, he knows that I still got to send the ladder back down.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the important part. Like, who can I save so they don't end up like me? So
Yeah,
that's
his 60-year-old red flags is flags we talked about last show. So it'd be crazy. So the things he's saying at 60 where he's dealing with family, well, I'm not putting all my dog business out there, but it's some of the stuff he's dealing with is stuff that we talked about. And I was just like, yeah, that's one of my biggest like worries is what he's going through, and it's a lot to do with men, mental health, and us being considered and take and appreciated in certain manners, man. And you gotta sometimes um we had a quote last week, and it was something like to the point where men aren't like when you like raising your kids right. There's a certain level of like things you got to teach your kids, or certain things you got to teach your kids. What your kids won't really appreciate that if you're doing it the right way. They won't appreciate who you are and the things you're doing, the discipline you're laying down, the morals and the principles until they really adults. If you're doing this thing right, and you got to be okay without pleasing your kids on those morals and principles and all that, and it'll work better for you in the long haul than giving them what they want, spoiling them in every aspect. You can get hit with some entitlement and unappreciation.
yeah,
That's when you put a foot in their ass.
Oh,
absolutely.
that's when you go to jail.
Yeah, they grown
Um,
now. They might put a foot back in your old ass at that
And
point.
they got cell
You
phones. They
60.
might go
They're gonna be
viral.
recording you the whole time. I've been waiting on
They
you.
gonna
Saving
block
this
you on
one, Pop.
Facebook.
no, parenting is difficult, especially with this new generation. The social media generation is
Yeah.
hard to. They different, they're a little different just because they're exposed to so much.
They can
But
Google everything.
yeah, they're
Is
exposed to
my mom
everything.
supposed to yell at me? No. Call the police.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But going back to what you were saying about men, because I actually have male best friends. Like me and my best friend, we have been best friends for 24 years since we were in sixth grade, and he is a male. So we've seen each other through the whole like process: middle school, high school, college, adult, wife, children, all the things. So one thing that I always say that men need is a safe space. Um, for whatever reason, that was taken away from y'all way too early. And what I mean by that is females are allowed the safe space to cry, tell anybody what's going on, complain, whine, and do all those things. Whereas for y'all, that safe space was taken away around like 10, maybe earlier, maybe earlier.
We
Oh, yeah.
we got a question. We got a question from
Oh, oh, there's a
someone.
question.
Yeah, and I'm trying to read this right. He says, when I do what I need to do around the house, no questions asked. Why do I have to continuously ask you to do what you say you're going to do? I mean, and I guess there's more geared toward the women. Like as a man, if he's doing what he needs to do around the house, no questions asked. Um, I'm probably going to say elaborate. Probably talking about sexual, like as a
What?
if the guy. That's what I'm assuming. He's saying if he's doing everything he needs to do around the house and it's no questions asked about what he's doing, providing, taking care of the house, and I guess elaborate. He could come back, but just say sexually. Why aren't you saying why you're not doing what you say you're going to do?
That's interesting. If it is sexually, because he didn't
Oh, just
elaborate.
clean cook. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He
I
said
was
no
about,
sex,
I
just
was about to
clean
go
cook.
down a deep. I was about to get in a deep bag.
I was
Womanly.
about to say, because I had an answer for that too. But that sounds like that's something that they need to speak about, right? Because in a relationship, it is so important for everybody to hold their weight. If
Yeah.
that's what you guys agreed on in the relationship. So if he's also helping with stuff in the house and she's not, what's her why? Is
Hmm.
her job more demanding? Is she taking more care of the children? Because kids are crazy. Are they more demanding? Right. So it's kind of like, why is she dropping the ball instead of saying, why aren't you, doing this and that? What happened to you today? Like, did something happen that you can't do your cooking today? Sometimes we don't have the same capacity. Like one day we may have 50% capacity, next day maybe 90, next day maybe 40. We have to ask the person, what their day actually look like.
He said no kids. We both work from home. I get it. Oh, so what it is? He's doing his chores. She's not doing her
Why
chores,
y'all
and
got
then
chores? What the hell? Like both of
and
y'all know what the
Is
fuck
it
need to be
right?
going
but you
on.
know,
What
no,
the
what
hell
you know,
going
what
on?
I'm
Like
just
y'all
trying to
know
break it
like
down for people that's out there.
who the
So
fuck got
he
chores as
he
a
he
grown
doing what
man?
he's supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
and he's asking, "Hey man, why you ain't cooking, and why you ain't doing your womanly things like some laundry? What we stereotypical roles of male and female in the household?" And she's not doing that. So he's like, "Why? Like why she not doing that?" I don't know. Jay, I think you need to sit down and go over like what's the mental block. You
Thank
know what I'm
you.
saying? Like we agreed upon this. Do you want to change tires and let me cook? Like you want to change? You want to take the car to go get oiled up. You want to clean the shoes. Like you want to switch roles. You don't feel like
Hi, you let her go ahead and change them tires. Your ass be on the side of the doggone bridge
Right,
somewhere.
good luck. No, so I mean that was so we gotta be careful with our responses, right? We gotta look at someone else as another human. Let's
yeah,
try not to look at them as a male or female. I
yeah.
think that's one thing that's why I'm able to speak to a man the same way I'm
Hey,
speaking to
Carrie.
a woman, because I'm gonna look at you as a person first. Is
Mm-hmm.
she depressed? Is
Oh
she
yeah.
sad? Is she grieving something? Like we have to understand when we are going through mental health issues, we
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
cannot produce. So you need to speak to her in a different manner. Not you're a woman. Why aren't you doing this half? What's wrong with you? Is something?
Yeah.
Do you need something else?
Yeah.
If they're both working from home, do you hate your fucking job to a point you're so depressed that the number one way you can look to see if someone's having a mental health block, look to see the state of their home. Is
Mm.
it dirty? Is it
Mm-hmm.
cluttered? Right? These are some of the biggest signs of a mental health anguish. So we should probably ask different questions, not, hey, do you want to change the tires? It's kind of like, hey, are you okay today? I noticed you didn't cook this meal. And I'm
Oh,
saying that in the reverse. If I'm speaking to my partner, hey, I noticed you forgot to take out the garbage.
Yeah.
Is everything okay? Like we
oh
really
yeah.
need to start speaking to people in that manner, like a people, not male or female. That
Like the
person.
thing is, you like I think it's important for all of us to know like these skills 9 times out of 10 we didn't grow up seeing in our homes.
Yeah.
And
I
I
can tell.
think we got to go learn those skills from somebody, and we got to not be afraid to say we don't even know how to treat each other sometimes, and that's fine
Mm-hmm.
because we've been put through 400 years of slavery,
Yep.
and when they freed us, they knew they fucked up our mind for forever. I'm
Yeah.
trying to stop cursing on this show, Mom. I'm sorry. I know you love the show, but I think we got to recognize too the position that we're put in 9 times out of 10. The stats, single parent homes, us not seeing certain things, and if there is a two-parent home, it's probably some toxicity and some bad communication going in. So like self-fixing, going to get help, like going to pay for therapy, or if you can't pay it, trying to find the resources you can to get some therapy. But we got to know if there's arguments, disagreements, and a lack of getting to understanding, we just got to get somebody, a referee to come in here and like teach us how to, because that's what therapy is too. You don't just dump your problems. A good therapist give you communication skills to be able to navigate and to be able to have the same conversations you're having on that couch, alone in your home with a family, so forth and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. And that's why even, your audience asking that question. When we ask questions like that, we can actually foster now this communication and this correspondence in order to help those issues in the future. So now maybe he'll look at it a little bit different. Not that she
For
being
sure.
stank or she don't want to do it. What's the matter, babe?
Yeah. It's,
But
Nah, my dad would have
communication is
been like,
important. It's
my dad was like, "What the fuck wrong with you?"
Communication is life.
yeah,
uh,
communication is life. It's
I mean
key.
it's just y'all
Communication
too,
is
right?
life.
You gotta look at it. Okay, this is both for our homes. Like we both are adults. Like you just communicate. If you coming home, you're hungry. I don't like set like roles and like all right. I want to come home and there's a fresh, hot cooked meal on the table when I get there.
Shit.
Type shit. Um,
Shit. If you home all day, you need to cook.
but
It's
what
just
if
like if I'm home all day,
I don't know if his
I'm gonna cook
situation
for
they
her.
home they both
You
sitting
know.
at home all day or she's
So I
sitting at home all day. In today's society, like a lot of women are working, and you have a lot of like both both couples are working.
Yeah.
So that's where you gotta like
Yeah, that's what
communicate
he's
on
saying.
who.
He cooked too, so he's just saying
Yeah.
like both parties should cook. 'Cause I think y'all saying a little bit of the same thing.
Share roles, man.
Um,
It's like whoever. My thing is, my expectation is, I know if I'm home, or even if I'm home before you, then hey, I probably got off earlier than you. I'm gonna go ahead and cook for you. You know, what do you feel like eating? I'm gonna cook, or hey, I'm gonna just grab something to eat. What do you want?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. I agree.
You that's one less task for you to worry about on your way home, and I expect the same in return. If you beat me
it's a
home,
team.
hey, you know I like to come home and walk in the door, and that's less things that I got to do. Food is ready. I go straight to eating. You know, hey, we could talk about what happened. Da, da, da. But if you've been home all day, or you beat me home, and I come in, you looking at me, I was waiting for you to eat. Nah, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I call it fill in the gap, right?
Yeah,
That's a beautiful way to look at a relationship. Like just fill in the gap wherever I may be lacking today. Just fill in the gap.
That's facts. That's
And another
facts.
thing that I
yeah.
also say, it's not necessarily about balance. It's about harmony,
Hmm.
right?
Mhm.
Because everybody has this idea of everything should be balanced. It should be this. It should be that. But if we're just filling in the gap, now everything is kind of moving smoothly, like an orchestra, right? That tries to find the harmony in the song, and that's kind of like how the relationship should move, rather than everything being so concrete.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that word harmony because I had like a moment where like, not a moment where I kind of like self reflect and know like, all right, there's gonna be times where I'm in a rush or I got something going on and I'm gonna be leaving stuff not tidy, or like that way you just like, all right, well, I know he got something going on. Let me go ahead and just take care of this, and then vice versa. Like if
Mhm.
I know that that person got a lot going on, I don't scold them or say, hey, how come this is dirty? How come the dishes ain't clean? How come I just like, all right, they must got something going on. Let me go ahead and take care of that. So harmony, I think that's the best way to put it as far as making sure that everything kind of flows well in your relationship.
So Jay
Absolutely.
elaborated some more. He said, right. He said, I do cook and clean, but my thing is, I don't feel like I need to cook, clean, and maintenance on vehicles, yard work, and other things that I should do around the house. Shit, you don't need no woman. You just
Uh,
you got a roommate. You got a
I think they have a lot to talk, no, a lot to talk about.
yeah,
uh,
yeah. You
That's what
might.
it sounds like.
hey, leave a voicemail. Let us know, and we'll solve it on the
I
next show.
me Jay. I would personally be like, either we gonna go, if you we gonna sit down and figure this out ourselves, or we gonna go get some help, or you can, we can end this, because it's not going to get good, because you're allowing a behavior to
Hmm.
go unchecked, and it's only going to get worse if it's not checked and corrected.
Exactly. Resentment is going to build, and
Yep.
resentment not good in relationships at all.
No, not at all,
Nah,
because you
no,
you
not at
already
all.
feel like you carrying most of the water, and this
Mhm.
person is able to carry it, and they're not relaying to you if they're not able, whether it's mental, physical, something. What barrier? If you're not sitting down being open with me and saying, hey, I got this barrier, bear with me, so that way I know I can help you, help things to get that courage to get you back up confident. But it seems like she just along for the ride, and if she just along for the ride, you need to push out the car.
Yeah.
Good gosh.
Yeah. He sounds frustrated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's only gonna get worse. It's not gonna
Hmm.
get better.
I think that's why he
It's,
thought it was sexual because he sounded frustrated.
yeah, go to a Diddy party.
Boy, that might be the straw to break the camel back. You ain't doing none of that shit and ain't getting none. Oh man, that'll be the
Yeah,
one right there to get you out of here, ain't it?
yeah, because she probably be thinking that she's doing more too, in some aspect somewhere. She's probably thinking what she's doing is
Hmm.
equal or greater than what you're doing. So y'all just got to sit down and hash that out. And if that's not the case, if it's not mental, it's just her being lazy and that's who she is, then you either gonna deal with it and be miserable, or you gonna move on.
And
I'm gonna
no
be
one
real
should.
with you, man. I'm gonna give you some advice, bro. The happiest couples I've ever ran across are selfless people. It's two selfless
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
together. You know, if two selfless people that really care about each other together, you're gonna see what she said, harmony. You know, like filling the gaps. But if both parties are feeling like you ain't holding up your end of the bargain, like resentment, and you can't even really communicate that properly, that's just not like, you got to find a way to both be selfless,
Yeah.
and that ain't easy. People are naturally selfish. It's a
Yeah,
rare
man.
trait.
I don't. I'm glad you said that because I don't like when somebody say I did it for you. Don't do it for me, man. Don't do it. Do it because that's who you are. Because if you did it for
Correct.
me, I'm bound to let you down, and you're gonna resent me because you're gonna be like, "Oh, I did this for you. I don't need it." If that's the attitude you're gonna
Do
take,
it for
I'm
both
good,
of
bro.
us. I'm doing a little bit for
It
me as
reminds
well,
me of
but
something
you too.
that I ask my clients. You said you love somebody, but do you love loving that person?
Mm.
That's the question that you need to ask.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's some heat right there.
Oh yeah, that's
some
fine.
real stuff. Some real stuff.
That's some soul
That's some
searching
heat
right
right
there.
there.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a
What?
whole doc. We'll hold you forever. We got
Oh
a
yeah, I don't
bunch of
want to hold you
topics to
hostage.
get
I
to.
don't know
I
if you want
know.
to stick around for
We're
what
an
I had
hour.
asked you. I had asked you. I know we can go a little longer.
We be going
Um,
long on here sometimes, but
But Jay, I
Oh,
hope
I
we
gotta
kind
be
of help
wrong
you
because you
gave.
did
I
ask me.
hope we
I'm like,
gave Jay
yeah,
some
we're gonna be
insight.
podcasting for 3 hours.
we be hanging out on here.
We be
Like it
hanging. We
depends
be
on
vibing,
if
man.
Trump or Candace Owens comes up or Kanye.
It's
We
on.
about to go. We might do a
And then
double
we do
take.
an after show after that. We stay and talk
Yeah.
after.
Then we got
Fuck that.
like
I love having these
de-escalate the vibes.
conversations. I am not mad.
We need a cool down like
Say,
session afterwards, like
Easy,
to make sure
Easy,
everything's
Candace
cool.
Owens get this show on 10.
so
Oh
I'll
yeah,
ask.
we banned them names from the show.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'll ask a couple closing questions, and if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to stick around. But
Yeah.
what are your future plans, your goals, both personally and professionally? And
Future plans for professionally. There's two gifts that I still have to give to the world. One is a all woman co working space. We're
oh,
working on that. We're also
Can I
gonna.
Shark
be the
Week.
manager?
That can be Shark Week,
I do need a manager. I do
Yeah,
need a manager.
I manage the space.
Um,
boy.
and we want to do that in multiple cities. We're looking at, of course, flagship to be in New Jersey. We're looking at maybe Houston being another location, Atlanta, where Black people reside,
Oh yeah,
right?
bring it to Atlanta.
Right?
What
I think
about South Dakota?
South Dakota. What's going
Man,
on
bring
in
it
South
to
Dakota?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, sis.
I know
Actually,
it was
like
Atlanta would be dope.
we're gonna send you an invite too to something like real as well. I'm gonna send you an invite to a relaunch of our network, something we're doing down in Miami. Let us know if you're down to come slide. But it should be a great networking event. It should be some good names and whatnot. There's some black excellence and shit, So I'm gonna send you the invite. Yeah.
I just want you to know though, he said he the Diddy of parties.
Oh, he
I
said
did. Why would you spread that propaganda? Remember, I just told you about propaganda, sis. That is
that,
propaganda. He's framing that in a terrible way. He's framing that in a terrible way, sis.
that
I will
can't
not
even
allow
come
that.
out right now. Not in this climate. Shit.
We're gonna have to do a de-escalation show again after this, man. Keep
You gonna put
spreading that
gonna put
propaganda.
Diddy on the list of names we can't say.
Yes. Diddy and Drake is about to add, join
Yeah.
that list in a minute.
You know what though? In a whole brief second, the whole thing in the whole Diddy situation. You know who has skated by with no scrapes, nothing? Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh no, yeah, that boy, he got a whole
He,
meme because of his
he a
perverted
violator.
arrest.
He an epic
Yeah.
violator.
He went to court and everything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on some other stuff though. That was on the other side. He all through
Bro,
Diddy
it's all
paperwork, and he
Hollywood.
just walking. He in every paragraph on Diddy stuff. Cuba Gooding Jr.
TD Jakes was
so
in it.
well.
He's still having church. Like,
Yeah.
what about that? TD Jakes is still taking offering plates, man. He in the documents.
Oh yeah, he did a
It's-
sermon
it's-
right after. He's like, I know y'all want me to talk about,
Getting swallowed up.
Go on ahead, man.
Swallowed.
That swallowed up was insane.
Well, there's some odd characters in that paper, in that Diddy paperwork, though, man.
There's some high characters in Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Period. I told you, it's wild up there. It's wild up there.
So, when it comes to legacy, what legacy you hope to leave behind through your work and your movement?
Again, just again creating things that's going to outlive me. So the co-working space was one, and the Black Owned
That's a vibe.
Supermarket franchise, that's still in the books. We didn't give up on that. That's also something that's going to be nationwide as well. So those are two things that I see, growing beyond me and will outlive me. So, and I also say that everybody that I touched, every business that I helped grow, like at this point, the Think Like a Boss network is thousands of women. So there's thousands of women that I've touched in some way to help them
Whoa, that
follow their
sounds
dreams.
wild, sis.
So that is also a legacy. Like every win that they have, I know that, I have a fingerprint in that somewhere. And that is very beautiful to me.
I appreciate the vibe, man. I appreciate you coming through, dropping jewels, dropping knowledge, spreading the
Yeah.
positivity, the energy.
Yeah.
Again, hit them with how they can find you.
Yes, please look me up on Instagram or across all platforms. Think Like a Boss NJ, as in New Jersey, NJ. Where are you guys located? Are you guys located in different places?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm in West Palm Beach, about an hour north of Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Treyway is in Atlanta. Nova down next to you is out in San Diego. So we spread out a little bit here. Pause.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No
No
diddy.
Diddy.
No Diddy. Or Cuban Gooding Jr.
Pause, no Diddy. That is funny.
Or Pastor TD Jakes.
Oh my God.
No,
Well, no,
know
that's
all the
dope.
people.
That's dope.
No Meek Mill. Like know everybody.
Right, right.
Makisha. No Makisha.
I mean, no Mary J. Blige as well. Like,
Oh, yeah,
like, you gotta know
they-
everybody. Yeah, everybody. No Dream. All right, we gotta get out of here, sis. We appreciate you for hanging out with us. We gotta do it again. I'm definitely gonna reach out to you for any networking opportunities on your end as well. Reach out to us. Let's network when even we're not podcasting. Let's build each other up and help each other in any way we can.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me, guys. Happy Father's Day if you guys are fathers.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
When is that?
Please make sure you focus on your mental health, not just this month, but every month. Because we need y'all. I don't care about what these other podcasts are saying, what other women are saying. Women
Talk that shit,
need
sis.
men, and men need women.
That's
Period.
fact the
We
Rolling
do.
Tony.
We do.
Period.
I'm not
That's
no
it.
Diddy.
All that
Period.
other shit in between, we let everybody come into our communities and mess it up. Since day one, as soon as we was on that slave ship, we really have to
Facts.
reclaim our families. Because the most
Facts.
revolutionary thing that we can do is strengthen the black family.
The most revolutionary thing we can do is strengthen the black family.
Put it on the
Oh
shirt.
my God, if they ain't I gotta put that on the shirt. Like, what are we talking about? That is super powerful, and that's what I've been preaching, man. That's what it's all about. You know, like we gotta change. It really starts at all of our homes. Nobody's coming to save us. They watched 400 years, the whole world watched 400 years of slavery, and ain't nobody coming to give us any. We freed ourselves. And we got to free our families. Nobody coming to save us. We got to save ourselves. And we save ourselves with unlearning slave behavior and unlearning toxic behavior of how we've been taught to treat each other. Anywho, we got to get out of here. We got to move on, sis. I appreciate you for hanging out with us. It's always love.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks for the
Bless.
love, eh?
Bye.
Beautiful conversation. Beautiful conversation. What y'all want to take it now? Y'all want to go to the voicemails, or we going right into the docket? We got quite the list here.
We probably should hit the voicemails. Huh? What do you think?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
To the
You
voicemail.
got you got
Yeah,
it.
go ahead and get to the voicemail. That's what the people want. All right, y'all ready? I'm gonna go ahead and kick off voicemail number 1.
I got to add it to it.
We good to go?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we good to go. Hit play.
All right.
What's good, Culture Uncut fam? It's your boy DJ. I got one for you. Let me get your honest, unfiltered take. Would y'all get flown out by a WNBA player? Be honest. She done paid to get your hair done, your beard trimmed up, you know, the whole fit, put some new shoes on your feet, the whole 9. She got you right. You right? Say it was Skylar Diggins or Lexi Brown, fly you out of Vegas. I don't know if it's case Brittany Griner. Courtside
Yeah, no,
WNBA
no,
Western
no
Conference
Brittany
Finals, courtside seats. You flying out like a bad bitch? Talk to me, Trey. She got you dressing room fly. You don't even got to be a WNBA player on the real, though. Silk, me alone fly you out. You taking that trip? Let me know.
First thing smoking, Playboy. Neil Long.
First thing.
Like, I gotta get Neil Long is up there of
Top
all
tier.
time childhood booze, bro. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I gotta hop on that
She
first thing
preserved,
smoking.
too. She still look good. She preserved.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
that
ain't no
thing
WNBA
Asian.
though. They ain't WNBA.
Oh, the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But
He's a black with a
I'm
beard.
jumping on there. Skylar Diggins. I'm jumping on there. I don't know why
You let her
DJ
post
tried
you
to
up?
throw me Brittany Griner. I don't know damn Brittany Griner.
What about Caitlyn? Caitlyn fly you out? You going out there?
Hell no. She like the white grinder.
No, I'm trying to see his stance on because he
Oh,
got a
my bad.
biracial
Yeah, my bad.
marriage stance. So I'm trying to see if Caitlyn say, yo, come on out here. I'm trying to, fit
I
you
got
up, box you out, get some reps in the paint. What's up with it?
You flying out for Screech?
Screech.
Man, I don't think I could do it, bro. I don't think I
Screech
could take
is
that one for the
nuts.
team, bro.
Screech
Her jawline
is
her
nuts,
jawline pretty
bro.
strong, bro.
No, that jawline is like Jim Carrey, Fire Marshal Bill strong.
Oh, yeah.
That's-
But she got the
Tell y'all
bag,
something,
man.
something.
She gonna lace you up.
no,
It's just a weekend. It's a fly out, bro. You gotta be a man thought for a second, bro. You gotta be a bad bitch, bro. Like, you gonna go out there?
Is that what you?
I might go. I might
Okay,
go.
okay.
I might go.
Which WNBA, and WNBA has been like wow right now. We could talk about that a little bit, but who would you want to fly you out of all the stallions and Bigfoot princesses? Who would you want to bring you out there?
Bigfoot princess.
Oh yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah. BFP.
And this is all hypothetical, make believe, so nobody get it. This ain't happening. I would say Scholar Diggers is top tier.
Wouldn't she just
All
they just-
timer.
She just got a clip up. That
Yeah, she
somebody
was
just
talking about her
posted.
coochie old.
She said she got that old pussy. She don't know like it ain't snapping like it used to. It's like it's wild.
Cause she probably not using.
How she know it's not snapping?
Probably.
She said it on the basketball court, so it ain't. And she was hooping still.
Oh man, it's another way.
Exercise usually keep that tight, so if she in
Yeah,
shape, she should be all right.
Depends on the strap.
She
I don't
getting
think
strapped
she
down,
like that.
Skylar? Yeah, no,
I
Skylar
don't
not
think
getting strapped down.
Scholar not getting strapped down.
No.
Not
Man.
Scholar.
I give it about a good.
That's
80.
my first. That's my first
Yeah, I was just-
prerequisite for the flyout is which team are you on? Because there's a lot of, I don't know what's the proper word. I don't want to let people to cancel me, but there's a lot of dykes in basketball. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's probably inappropriate.
Bulldaggers.
Lesbians.
I call
I
them
think
stud- I call
bulldagger
them
and
stud
dykes are
muffins.
like
They
banned.
bulldaggers.
Yeah, I like
I'm not
stud
trying to get
muffins.
into it with the flag people. I'm gonna be real with you. But back to that, like that would be my first prerequisite is like no scrap-ons, like that type of vibe. I'm down to fly out to Skylar Diggins or Caitlyn just can't happen, bro, because I'm not gonna be able to get up for the occasion with Screech.
Oh,
vibe in the
you
living
putting that
room.
in your NDA? You have a no strap on bylaw.
Yeah, why
Absolutely.
would you want to go with some more? They got a strap.
Yeah, you whip that shit out,
man.
it's gonna be a problem in the room. I might swing on you.
And they probably
You already
strong,
bigger
too.
than me.
They probably a little strong.
You already got like a good 6, 7, 8 inches on me, bro. I don't need no problem. Your wing got a 6'9" wingspan. Now you got me hemmed up. Something
Grab
crazy.
you by the head, palm your head and stuff.
Yeah. Chill out, little guy.
Shit, I saw y'all seen that Brittany Griner pregnant right now.
What?
You bullshit.
Man, what
Dead
algorithm you be on, man? You be
I'm dead ass serious, man. Brittany
first he
Griner
killed
pregnant.
Tone Loc.
Hey,
I
look
thought
it
she was
up.
a dude. She ain't a dude in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Somebody done bent it over, man. She pregnant, bro. Look it up.
Man,
up.
whatever.
No,
man.
her and her female counterpart, husband, mate, partner in life, whatever they may call it, could have went and got some type of surgeries to set up a
Look this
pregnancy.
up, man. Trey,
Yeah, you think my
Trey is
algorithm
like
off, but
it ain't TMZ is Negro MZ is NMZ.
Oh yeah, Big
Trey get all the
TMZ.
late breaking news.
he got.
No,
I
TMZ
still-
always know when somebody died. Trey always know when somebody got like scrap on.
Yeah, he killed Tone Loc and brought him back.
She got one of them. I didn't kill Tone Loc. Bro killed Tone
I killed
Loc.
Tone Loc.
Oh, you killed Tone Loc.
Yeah.
Big Tone
And
Loc
Trey brought
fan,
him
man. I apologize, my brother.
Oh no, Brittany Griner
Baby Kiss is a
and her
classic.
wife is having a baby.
Oh, so she got her pregnant.
No,
See, Trey be fake news, bro.
no. Brittany Griner didn't get her pregnant. They got a donor.
What do y'all gotta think
I
about
wonder if
this?
She put
We
a
gotta get
strap
to-
on and then put the donated sperm and then ejaculated in her wife.
You got to do it that way.
What do y'all think about this? I heard this and I read this somewhere and it just popped up while we was talking about that. It said God didn't really care about women in the sex phase so much so that babies could get made without them busting a nut.
That's a wild take.
Dang, that's fucked up.
That's wild.
Like, how is it important for a woman to get satisfied in sex if babies could get made? Because sex is really at the core of it is for what? It's not really technically for pleasure. It's for reproduction, right? And then for the reproduction phase, it like the man is clearly more important in the reproduction phase, like pleasure wise and reproduction wise, like both together, right? The baby's not being had if I ain't
Hey, bro,
if I ain't
what
doing
if
what I got to do.
what if the forbidden fruit was a clit?
No, but forbidden fruit definitely was pussy.
He wasn't supposed to
Come
eat
on.
it.
Oh
Like
no,
to
no.
take what Silk just said.
I like what you're
Silk
saying
said
there.
it. Silk's just said they, you ain't supposed to get off.
Pleasure.
Oh yeah.
It ain't for pleasure, it's for baby making. So maybe what if God was like not to eat the forbidden fruit because
Man,
Ah.
Eve done went in the jungle and started eating pussy somewhere.
yeah,
No,
Adam
no.
did.
Yeah,
Adam
Eve ate
started eating
herself
the
out.
coochie.
He's that.
No, no, Eve ate it first though.
Yeah. See how what?
you
Yeah, you.
what
That's
kind of
off.
weed you smoking?
That's way off. I don't know what you got going on.
You get
over
some
there,
my
though.
weed. You got see the theories. You got to think the theories out before you bring them to the show. You
Yeah,
just
I
came
do.
here all amateur hours with your conspiracy theory,
Yeah.
and now look where we at. You think Eve ate her own coochie?
She ain't got no dog.
She
got
probably
no,
tasted
Taste
it.
it, Adam.
She tasted
Taste it, Adam. I promise
She-
you, I just taste it. Tastes
she
good.
went. That,
she got scoliosis. Boy, she can just bend over
Nah,
like
you gotta work
no,
on.
she probably rubbed it and put her fingers in there and tasted
gone.
You got to work on this. You got to work on this conspiracy theory before you
Yeah,
bring
I
it to the
got
show,
you.
bro.
I
You
got
just you went raw.
That's a wild conspiracy, man.
I
I
should
will
write
say,
that
Next voicemail. Let's get the voicemail.
oh
Come on.
man, yeah, okay, yeah, Candace Parker
got two
too,
more.
man. That was one. I went to one of them WNBA games. I saw Candace Parker. I was like, oh, good gosh, boy, she was a fine, tall stallion.
specimen. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know how many kids we had that play volleyball and basketball?
How many?
Candace
12.
Parker had babies with that goo. What's the dude she was with?
Sheldon Williams. Boy, that
Sheldon,
boy was-
yeah.
She ain't with him no more. She married to a woman.
Hmm.
That boy.
She
was-
switched
Damn, boy.
teams.
Yeah, she switched up.
Dick must have been trash. Let me go ahead and play
Boy,
the
that boy
second
look
tape.
like an alien.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Hey, folks calling. The drop off a question. What are y'all thoughts on today with a lot of people doing the open relationship type thing? To me, I don't see why people are willing to do it or so open, willing to do it. But what are y'all thoughts about it?
Degenerate, man. That's what they selling to us. That's what's like degenerate behavior is what's popping in 2024. Open relationships, all of that stuff. It don't lead to structure, discipline, family, the stuff that we was already talking
Somebody
about
gonna get
that black folks need. If it works for you, then cool. Some people this shit works for. You feel me? But from my standpoint, my principles and morals, that is like degenerate behavior. You know, if we don't have any loyalty towards each other, like what are we standing on?
Well, they might be loyal because they're being truthful with each other. So that's their loyalty to be truthful. If they set up their rules, I don't know, man. Whatever works for you and your situation, you got to be comfortable with it. If you're not comfortable with something like that, don't accept it at all. Period. If you want one person only, then be with that one person. Don't accept that open relationship stuff, man. Nah, they're setting
I
it's
just
just
be
a setup for failure.
What do you think about this? No, Trey, get yours off. Then I ask that question because I don't want to derail it.
Yeah, no, I'm with me personally. I'm not. I ain't for no damn open relationship. We mean open, like both of y'all going out willy nilly just fucking everybody. No, hell no. I don't think anybody in their right mind would sign up when she was talking about like
I'm
love.
trying to beat raw, and I don't know what you got going on over there. Who you hunching, bro? Like,
Oh yeah.
no, that's a crazy lifestyle.
Yeah, I got a no geo policy when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Shout out Gio, man.
So what do you think? Like, I have a strong belief in like not hiding anything from like children and kids. So if you live in that lifestyle, just say if that is a thing, is that something you hide from your children and everything? Like how far does the open relationship go from a family dynamic? Do the parents just live a secret lifestyle that the kids have no idea what's going on?
That's a good one there. Well, you got some.
Oftentimes it's secret. They hide it from
Yeah.
their kids.
Because kids don't understand it at that point. I think when they reach an age of understanding.
But that's how you know
maybe
it's wrong. If
15,
you willing
16.
to hide, if
If
willing
you
to
gotta
go-
hide it, 9 times out of 10 is I think is that's just how I view things. I know you can't tell a toddler that you beaten, but at some point, if you live in that lifestyle, kids get older. When do you feel comfortable, or do you ever feel comfortable? And if you don't, then to me, if you hiding anything, you're not proud of it.
Gotcha. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We gotta remove. Oh no, the voicemail said we go next
No,
voicemail.
yeah, we
Let's
got
get the last
another
one.
Oh,
we
hey
got-
Trey.
We got 2 more.
Look at the comment. He said, "No Diddy, Trey. If I'm not mistaken, stallions are male horses. You got to address that as Kendall Parker."
Not
you
Meg
know
the
what?
Stallion.
Yeah, y'all know what stallions is in the black.
Nah,
Don't
Meg Thee
act
Stallion.
don't act like y'all.
No.
Don't act like y'all know what a damn
Hey, man.
stallion is in the
Hey,
culture,
man.
dog. Don't act like.
I bet you if Meg the Stallion, you flew her out or she flew you out,
You ain't fucking with
and
Meg Thee Stallion.
you gonna
Gonna be
pull up and
mad.
say, you know what? You know that's a male horse, right?
Yeah.
You know you named yourself a male horse.
Yeah.
But
After,
you don't sit down before I make you shoot me in the foot, boy.
when she
If I
get back
choke
on
you
the
up
plane,
and you have
I'ma
to
say
shoot
that.
me.
She get back on the plane, I'm gonna say that.
Man, I done seen that thing jigglate all across dog on the world.
It's not
man.
jiggling no more. She's lost a lot of body weight, man. It's not
Man,
jiggling.
she was
like
just
that.
on stage with Glorilla down here jiggling. Y'all might need to follow her on IG, man. She jiggling.
No, I don't want to. I'm trying to
I'm good.
undegenerate.
I'm undegenerating.
I'm trying to get all the
I-
degeneracy out of my damn algorithms. I don't
got
want none
rid
of
of
that.
all that, bro. I just went through. I was like, man. I sat down. It was like a couple years ago.
You got rid of
And
all
I
that
was-
porn.
Yeah, all the booty. Everybody just posing with booty. I started deleting them, man. I'm like, bro, what was I going through in my life to where I'm just watching females just pose picture. They call themselves fitness models,
Oh yeah.
and it's just
All of
nothing
them
but-
got surgery.
Yeah, like you ain't showing me no workout. You do everybody doing squats, but you're not even describing what you're doing in the squats. You just doing the squat. What
You
been
follow
doing.
that account for a reason.
I know. I was going through a phase in my
She's
life.
busting that thing open that day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Going through a
Sometimes it
phase.
happens. You get caught. No dick discipline at that time. Like, we all grow.
Was it a
I
bunch
feel
of
it.
busted
My
white
algorithm,
What's that?
my algorithm is all animal shit right now. I've been on a whole like animals
shit-
squaring up and fighting, bro, and just shit like that. I don't know how I got
told you.
deep into that,
Because
but that's
of
my
me?
algorithm now.
I told you. I when I introduced you to it, I told you mine's is like that. I'm on the sheep shearing kick. I've been watching sheeps get sheared, the wool cut off the sheep and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching
That
that,
shit
bro.
that leaked over into my algorithms as well.
What
I don't
happens
know
when
what the
you
hell
got
going
when you
on.
ain't got no hair? You looking at everything that got a hair, get a haircut.
Looking for a wool piece,
Yeah.
little wool unit.
I'm like, ooh, he got some. His about a 4C. Yeah.
4C. You seen his hair
Yeah.
tight? Hey, what we got? What we got with it? Let's get this last call.
What's
We
that?
got another one after this too.
Okay.
We got 4? Okay, we cooking.
Man, why y'all always hating on Chameleon now, bro? Chameleon now is fire.
I know who this is.
Y'all know this.
And Nova, we gotta get you. We gotta ban you from your takes from the show, bro. Like, you know who is that? Is that? I don't know if this the dude I know. I think I know who that is. Is that one of your partners, or is that you?
It might be him. It might be him.
That's you. Man,
He trying to- he
comedian
trying
is
to sell us
ass,
that
man. Don't keep trying to sell that shit on this show. I seen somebody that listened to this show post comedian and Paul Wall in one picture and said the most underrated rappers of all time. I was like, bro, stop listening to Cup. Like I never told listeners to stop listening, but right now you getting some bad intel, my brother. Don't come back to another
Military
episode.
mind.
No, that was the last one.
They see me rolling.
That's the last one. Okay.
They hating. Tell you, bro, that joke was fire, bro. Chameleon now, back in the day. We got DJ Brody in the house. That's the DJ I was telling you about. What's up, Brody? He waiting on his mix. He waiting on his mix, man. That's your audition. Trying to get you on the big stage.
Oh, live at the live joint.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
good.
He said he want to DJ at the live joint, man.
Oh, he gotta pull up.
He got the
Like,
million
we
on
was
that
saying
motherfucker.
right,
Man.
too.
I don't know.
Yeah, he played any comedian there. We got real like this is Miami, bro. You can't be pulling up no comedian there in the room. You're gonna kill the vibes. All
your ass out
like
of
you gonna scare the hoes with that. He's got
They see me.
you see me rolling. Hey, girl, grab my purse.
Yeah, nigga.
I don't know who the fuck they got in here tonight, but
He trying up all the pussy in South Florida.
yeah, that man with that wool unit over there is jamming his ass off on this comedian there. I think we had the wrong shindig.
He say Cooper, my favorite rapper out of H-Town.
Cooper.
Yeah, that's what he used to go by. Cooper. King
Oh
Cooper.
yeah, no, we gotta get Cooper out of here. King he doesn't like King Cooper. That's crazy.
When I pull
All right,
up,
let's get into the docket. What we got
Cinderella,
here?
That's what I'm about to be banging.
We hung out with OG Mike this weekend, bruh. OG Mike pulled
was
up on us. a great time. I share some text with you guys, some videos of him. But man, on the initial, just pull up, bro. It's just always big energy with the big homie Mike. But just caught up. He pull up in his Harley. He outside, and I don't kind of low key passed out on the couch, you know. And then I heard the ding dong at the door, and I heard, "Hey man, what's up, man?" The Cali accent come through. I was like, "Oh shit, let me jump up." But it was a good time. No, I know Trey hadn't seen him in a longer time than I hadn't seen him, so it was just good to catch up on just family life, where he was at with it, you know.
Yeah.
My dude been through some health stuff during the pandemic and where we at now. And he's 60-something years old. In great shape, though. That's another thing, too. You look at him like, that's a guy that ran 4Ks, not 4Ks, 10Ks. I'm thinking about TV. Like, that's a guy that ran 10Ks, worked out, like, really, like, got me on, like, a kick of trying to get, like, big, swole, and all that type of stuff when I was in the gym heavy. But, like, for him to go through that type of stuff was just eye-opening, health-wise, you know, because I know, like, even though he worked out, he still drank, still ate, and kind of did whatever he wanted to do, just thinking, I could go kind of work out, and then it caught up with him. So it was just a lot of wisdom, bro, and we got into a lot of things. My man was first thing he told me, like, hilarious dude, man. So we went out there 10 minutes. He's like, yeah, man, you know I got a new wife. Then he said, yeah, bro, she can't even speak English, man. I brought her over from Venezuela. She don't speak no English, so we don't fight. He said she be mad, but I don't know what the fuck she's saying, and that makes the relationship go great.
He OG Mike passport, bro, huh?
Nah,
He was a passport bro, but now he's settled down and cleaned up his ways. But yeah, when he first divorced, he was passport bro, and he was flying them all
get him
over.
on the show, man. We gotta bring him on
OG
the show.
Mike, he got her from the doggone flea market. He ain't even have to get a passport. He said, man,
She was out here.
He said, yeah.
Yeah, he found one that got over here with a visa, and she was kicking it a little bit, but she still needed to get legal and right. You feel me? But yeah, he ran into her on the same app. This was like a foreigner app. I don't know what app he's on. He was trying to give me some game on the app, but you know I ain't in that world. But it's a foreigner app he goes on, and you can meet people that are here with visas or coming over here trying to come with a visa, all that type of game. And he's been over there. He's flown some here. And he went through his whole little archive of showing me like senior citizen porn.
Nice.
He really put me on, showing me how he was giving it up as a passport, bro. You feel me? I showed y'all the clip. I was like, look at it. He don't care. He don't care if I'm talking about it right now. This is Mike, OG Mike, man, my
OG
guy.
Mike. He said he gonna let it loose. He sound like DJ. Don't tell DJ about that app. He gonna go get it.
Get that app. I'm gonna get a name for y'all because like y'all might need it. He's really selling this whole getting a foreigner lifestyle. He said, man, I come home and there's 4 plates of food on the counter. I get to choose which dinner I want.
I'm telling you, man, they're a different breed, man. The women from overseas, man. I'm telling you.
But you trying to build a wall around them.
Who? Not the women.
Not the women.
Bring the
Not
women,
the women
leave the
immigrants.
kids and the men.
Yeah. You sound like a MAGA now. Like that's how they set up what do they call it, welfare.
Hey.
We'll give it to the women.
Hey,
but not the dudes.
So Biden sound real maggish. He put that executive order to shut the border
He just
down.
went to Biden. Why you start throwing shots at Biden? Because we getting off on your welfare policy, your wall policy. Now you throwing shots at sleepy Biden.
Man, your tribe is a toxic bunch, man. We talked about that all weekend, boy. Your MAGA tribe, boy. Y'all some toxic motherfuckers. There was somebody on Facebook, man, compared Donald Trump to Jesus, man. I thought that was the wildest shit.
He got a Bible, so.
Man,
yeah, he do. He do. His Bible
let me
was made in the U.S.
Let me go find this shit.
His
right
ain't
here.
no Chinese Bible. In large print. Fireproof. Waterproof.
Man.
This man
King
said
James,
he said
King James was a homosexual. He was. King James was a homosexual. He slept with like Mel Cousin and shit.
He said Jesus was convicted in a sham trial.
I don't make the rules, Nova. You frown it, but I don't make the rule. That's what happened for real. What happened? Say your shit. Say your take.
Oh nah, he said Jesus was convicted in a sham trial and crucified.
Nah, man. He's going too far.
He'll paint
He's going too far.
He'll
I was
paint
like,
Yeah, he's definitely drinking paint thinner. He's definitely drinking paint thinner. You gotta watch the last show to know what we talking about there. Are you one of the believers that think like the whole trial was a sham? Because he went over 34, and I never seen anything. Like I don't think Big Meech went over 34. Like Nino
I'm
Brown
like,
and,
damn,
and
y'all
New Jack
couldn't find
City
him
didn't go over
innocent on
34.
one count.
Bro, he ain't win one.
I'm
He did
like,
all
damn.
that shit.
But on the real
did
though,
that shit.
He did all of it. What the
nah,
hell?
he ain't
Amongst your
raped
peers.
Stormy. He paid her.
What's
but he ain't
crazy
raped her.
is-
like she was up there saying he raped her.
All
But then
white
you-
people hit him with this shit.
But then you go on Bill Maher and was talking like, oh no, I wanted to, I enjoyed it. But you in the courtroom perjuring yourself. But yeah, they got him on 34, man. They hung him. He gonna beat it.
All 34.
He gonna beat
All
it, man.
34. Yeah, this country is very unserious. This man about to have 34 felonies and just
Win
just
the
go be
presidency.
president. Yeah, just go
Hey,
be president.
he debating in 2 weeks.
Man, he ain't even worried about trial, like sentencing and none of that. He just
None of that.
business as usual.
Business as usual, man. He beat them little. If at worst, he gonna
Man,
be
you
on
know how-
probation
you know how
as a
unserious
president.
we is? I don't want to hear none of y'all
Bro.
motherfuckers talk about the economy, how much money. Right after that shit, man, he got
Economy
like
about to
20.
take a shit, though.
35.
Y'all-
35. Don't shortchange him.
Oh, he got
35 million.
35. If y'all can donate to this retarded ass motherfucker $35 million, I don't want to hear about nobody talking about something we need money. $35 million.
The people that's sending him money ain't talking about we need money. Like it ain't like
You'd
the
be
people
surprised.
that he's that type of money. Like Trump got business people behind him. Like that
Yeah.
bread ain't just from poor people, bro. Like that's why he gonna win because the business out of the two paint thinner drinkers we got. Like he's gonna probably have the most money and business support behind him.
And that's
And that's what America has taught us. Like who can raise the most money, which campaign raises the most money, wins this thing. And for the man went over 34, and they was just like, yeah,
Over
he been taking a lot of
34, he
L's.
got
This
35
34 ain't the
35
He been
M's.
taking some L's.
Hey, no lie though. That's still, bro, to go 0-34 and come out with 35 M's on a loss, boy, you can't lose.
Yeah, it's
He
a
can't
sad
lose.
state. We're very
When
unserious
he lose,
country,
he
man.
win. When he lose, he win. They tried to,
Unfortunately, like
just like they tried with the bond money. When he had to put the bond money up, they thought he was gonna lose, so he made his True Social public traded.
Why is it so
It made some
fascinating
bill.
to you motherfuckers?
nah, he love that shit. Like look at him. You think he
my dad-
breakdancing in his gold Air Force Ones and
yeah.
shit like that
Oh, yeah.
in the White House or in his personal house?
My dog, they be throwing everything at my dog, bro, and he
Right.
still win. My boy win. He stay around like the state of Mississippi. They just around. My
Yeah.
boy, I said that today, bro. I was like, what purpose does Mississippi serve? My boy say they keep it around so if we would go back to slavery, they could activate it.
No, I don't think that's an option. I mean, some of us still are in slave county and don't know it, but actual slavery, I don't think that's an option these days, man.
Man, if you go, if people,
You try to enslave one of these little lazy ass kids, bro, what you about to do? Like,
You gonna download the cotton picking app.
ain't no cotton to be picked no more neither. So like, what are you enslaving them to do? Slavery is jail. They want to put you in jail.
They gonna be
Ain't
out
no
there
more
TikToking
slavery.
in the cotton field. They gonna be TikToking in the cotton fields.
What y'all think about speaking of senior citizens and old ass people? What y'all think about Mike Tyson dropping out of the Paul fight?
Bro, it was much needed.
Yeah, Mike about to get his ass laid out. I told y'all that, man.
Man, he about to be 60 and out here trying to fight this young boy, man. I mean,
No,
but
why
it's
is this
still
young boy trying to fight grandpas too? He mad in the rain. He went viral because he's upset the fight got canceled.
Because he culture vulture. He's a culture
Facts.
vulture. He is
Call
the
it.
biggest culture vulture. Because he's fighting all the people we respected as boxers, and they're all black. Culture vulture.
Yeah, it's clearly what he's doing here.
He's a big culture.
I'm glad, like somebody in Mike Tyson camp has got to stop this old grandpa shit too. Like somebody got to be like, hey Mike, I think that's what happened.
He ain't that hard up for money, man.
No, he got bread.
That's
That's
what
what I
I'm
don't
saying.
get. He getting bread.
I think
You
Mike
might fuck around
serious-
and die in that ring, Mike.
Mike-
Don't go out there
Mike-
with that.
He must have smoked that paint thinner pack. He might be on
Mike-
that paint
Mike-
thinner.
Mike
Mike
is-
be. He got to be on some paint thinner. Something.
No,
off.
you got to start like we
'Cause
gonna,
I think
we
he
gonna
think he
attribute
can
everything to weed. It ain't the weed. Mike do the toads. Mike is a heavy. If you watch his podcast and you follow Mike, that's why I told somebody like a while ago. Me and my partners was talking about a previous Mike Tyson fight when he's about to fight Roy Jones, and I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When you do the amount of shrooms that Mike Tyson is doing, you lose some killer. It like that shit make you like the sky purple, pink, and butterflies. Like you get a different touch of humanity. Empathy levels go up. Like you care about more shit. You don't want to kill bugs. You might like try to escort your roaches outside type shit. Like you look at life differently when you start taking that type of stuff. He's not no killer. He's a nice guy.
Escorting roaches
And
out
he's
is
60.
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Michael Jackson won't shit like that. Michael Jackson ain't want nobody to kill the roaches and rats and shit in the house, and Joe wasn't playing that shit.
Stomp him.
Joe's running through that bitch with rage. What the hell you talking about, little boy? You better moonwalk your ass somewhere else.
Big stepper. Big stepper.
You in them church shoes trying to slide through the house.
Man, he got ulcers bad, man. That's a sign.
I think he probably saw the culture vulture and take that you was talking about, and probably like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and beat his ass and put an end to it.
I can see it.
But if he get knocked out, man, Charles.
No, they canceled it. Ain't no more knockout, bro. I'm glad they canceled it for
I
Mike.
thought they postponed it.
No, they're gonna cancel it next. I hope so. Somebody got to stop
some
this
money,
shit.
boy. There's a lot of money lost.
James Wilder got his ass knocked out too. Not James. What's his name? Deontay Wilder.
Man,
I'm in football world.
He might change his name to James after his ass with him.
It sucks to see somebody. I always said though he wasn't a real boxer because he just had one punch. If you watch boxing, you understand that it was gonna come a time, and he met Tyson Fury. Tyson put him down, and then now he just getting knocked out by swung long.
Them Fury fights took a lot out of him.
Yeah,
them Fury fights took a lot out of him.
It's
a lot of like braveness and like just wildness that he used to enter a ring. And like you said, he don't have the best technique, the best footwork. He's not like really trained to be a boxer like that. He's a football player that just like, yo, I got to do something to all this damn size.
Good punch.
Let me see if I can knock some shit out real quick and get some checks. And that shit started working, but he didn't hone his skills. And a lot of his fights he won was just straight off of, I'm a lion. I'm just a killer. I'm gonna go out here and throw a couple and take some risk and knock you out. Cause he be getting his ass whooped most of the fights that we watch, and then he just come out and like rounds. One punch he hit you, and then shit go south for the rest of the fight. But the most thing I'm happy for, even though he got his ass, hit Wilder, he spent the round, then he got finished. I was just like, man, I am so glad he didn't box in the name of blackness this time.
Oh yeah.
Man,
he probably did. But I ain't watched that mother. He probably came out there with some black.
Farrakhan brought him to a meeting last time and told him not to do no shit like that again unless he called.
I hope his mama texted him after the fight and told him to quit. That's it. Yeah. We got a party for you. Come home. Right, like you say, he hit him, spun around, and somebody put a video of him in his training at the training ring with him doing the spins. Like he was training to do the spins, so he did what he was trained to do. He got hit. And he twirled around, and then he just got dropped. And it sucks to see that, man, because
somebody his trainer was to do that dumb shit.
Man, if you'd have seen his trainer was questionable. I don't know why he even got that dude.
Bro, did you see the video of him training? They had like a jackhammer with a glove on it, and it was like punching out at him. And I said, bro, nobody punch like that. I don't know, like who's in the gym with him.
Them boys up there, because if you see his trainer,
jackhammer,
bro, is weird. His trainer is weird, so. You allow this dude. But this dude is weird. Like,
but do you agree with me that all trainers are weird? Like, think about every boxing trainer you know and every corner man. Like, which one of them isn't weird?
Yeah. This dude was
Freddie Roach, like even Roger. Roger was a weird motherfucker, bro. Like most of these
Roger might
dudes,
be the most normalest motherfucker out of all of them.
Yeah, because we know toxic uncles and drunk uncles, so like we relate to that shit. But to white people, they probably like, what the fuck is wrong with Roger?
Yeah, it was unorthodox. That whole boxing is won in training camp. If you got a phenomenal and great training camp, pretty much you're gonna win the match. You're gonna win the fight.
If the skills are even.
Yeah.
If the skill level's even, then yeah, like a lot of it's training camp and But sometimes the skill level be differently going into the fights, and you could train and camp your ass off to the best of your ability. But like, 'cause I think like some of the people that faced Mayweather had some great training camps, but the skill level was so differently it didn't matter.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't train.
Deontay needed that Ryan Garcia plug.
That wouldn't have helped him.
No, you don't
He
need
was getting hit with punches. Ryan wasn't getting hit with punches. Dante has no defense. He never had a defense. He just walk up to you and he just swing. He cocked that right hand back.
No, but
and he
Ryan
just
got hit
swing
with some
on him.
shit that he survived. I know that steroids will help you survive, and like steroids or even cocaine help you survive punches like that.
Oh yeah.
Being
Absolutely.
real with you.
Probably-
It's called
probably-
testosterone is a hell of a drug too.
Man, you
like,
seen
not just
that-
cocaine.
Denzel landed a whole plane high of cocaine and shit. So you know it got to be some truth to it.
Oh, what?
Man, I love that movie.
Training Day?
Flight.
No, Flight. I love that movie.
I never
man.
watched it. Oh, the
Oh,
pilot.
he
I thought the
killed
pilot
that
was an
role.
I thought the pilot was an alcoholic.
But his snapback was coke.
Oh,
So he would
Yeah, he
get
had
he would get blackout drunk every night, and then the next morning he had to fly. So he like snort him a whole 8-ball and he go
is that
fly
based on a true
747.
story?
Yeah.
Was
That's a
it-
true
I don't
story.
know. On Trey shit be fake
Yeah,
news.
that's
man.
a
I
true
don't know.
story, bro.
It
Was
is.
the pilot black?
Yeah, Google it. Google it. That's a true story.
It was a true story because at the end I remember the paragraphs and I didn't really want to read. I just got out of there. But the son ended up being successful and doing other things. I thought it was a wild ass story, but I thought Denzel killed the role. Like that one picture of him standing in the fucking mini fridge looking at the little mini bottles before court. This is classic to me.
I gotta watch it. I love Denzel. I love all his movies.
I don't watch every.
That's the
Denzel.
GOAT.
Yeah.
Denzel is the
Man.
GOAT.
Man, that's crazy. Doing an 8-ball.
Yeah.
I'm positive.
That
Boy.
boy
Now I'm gonna
snapped
look at
back.
every
He had an
positive,
8-ball plug. The 8-ball plug was a like a weird corner man coming with that work, baby. Dancing through the hotel because you know he got a for sure customer, man. He got his guy.
The whole doggone flight crew knew the doggone cocktail too to get him back home
Yeah,
safe.
yeah.
Oh, they would give him coke.
Oh, they knew the deal.
Everybody in the circle knew like the snapback.
Man, that's
It's
wild. And
They
they
was
were
like, yeah, he
he must have been a damn good pilot.
That's a like I think substance abuse in pilots is a thing too. Like depression, suicide, all of that with pilots. It's a stressful job. Very
Hell
stressful
yeah, to
job.
get
They
them-
get paid crazy.
Get all them eyelashes and wigs and bonnets to the Dominican Republic and Jamaica safely. Yeah, that's stressful, boy.
Shit, you know how many 8-balls you got snort to get the doggone Frontier airline plane flown in?
Nah, that was flight. Like, yeah, Denzel was on some like American Airlines Delta type shit. He wasn't really flying no yellow
Which one is
bird.
worse, Sprint or Frontier?
Spirit being yellow like a school bus don't sit well with me. I think they need to change their colors for like just branding purposes.
But every time
And
I
then
see
Spirit, if you die, you know your spirit go out.
I don't like that either. Now that you say that,
Frontier, they put you on the frontier. You know, home on the range. With
I
a
trust that
buffalo
more
and
than-
the antelope roll. Hell no.
and what we got? What else we got on here? Did we miss anything? We'll make sure we got everything. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that now. It's been a great show. Elon, they saying is like turning Twitter or X, depending on what you're calling. They say he's turning it into, XXX type site, man, porn site.
How is he turning it into when it's already there? Remember we had that
To
conversation?
change some term. It has been there, but over the weekend,
They're gonna do long.
X,
content.
formerly Twitter, changed its terms of services to formally allow users to post adult content. So before they would try to ban you, they couldn't really get a hold of all the bots and get you out of there. But now they're allowing it. Prior to the rule change, the platform had an unofficial policy that allowed users to upload such content, but it was neither allowed nor banned, operating in a gray area. Now X users will be allowed to freely post porn content so long as it was made consensually. So if everybody agreed to it, this shit can go out.
Man, that's crazy.
They responded with, "We believe in autonomy of adults to engage with and create content that reflects their own beliefs, desires, experiences, including those to sexuality, related to sexuality." All right, yeah. Porn has been a very hot topic, and it's
Candace
interesting
Owens
like how
spoke on
much, and also Kanye. Like
Yep,
this has
he-
been a very, and I think it's a very real thing. Like some of what they're saying, what porn does to our psyche, is very real. Like this is scientifically proven of what it does to the brain and what it does to us as a people in society. And like, what's your opinion on what it is right now? With I don't think no other app got it that free, and you can just post it like that on regular. Like Facebook, you can't do that. Instagram, you can't do that. TikTok, you can't do that.
Snapchat,
X, Twitter,
Snapchat
you can.
and X.
Snapchat would make sense in the grand scheme of it all with the name.
Niggas still use Snapchat?
No, we canceled that during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
They took Aunt Your Mama off the pancake box, and we also canceled Snapchat.
You had to, right?
Nah, that's
They can put Aunt Your Mama back.
It's wild, man.
They never really took it down.
I don't.
No, she off. I couldn't find the box of pancake one day, and I was like, "What the black lady at?" And then they just had like a windmill.
Owen Mills, a pearl.
Man, put the black lady on the back, man. I'm mad. Like, why did y'all take the black lady off? I couldn't even find the damn box of pancakes.
Yeah, they told us they're gonna put Harriet on a dub. We ain't seen that motherfucker on a $20 bill yet, man.
I don't want that to happen anyway. They put a black man on that dollar bill before any bill first. Like, they be disrespecting us, bro. Like in a lot of different ways, man. I don't want to get into that tape, but they disrespecting us, bro.
How Harriet got that though?
See what I'm saying? Now we got to see. You see?
I never thought of that. Like, was we supposed to vote on this?
like consult us, man.
Like, we
couldn't
could
get about that
MLK. Shit. Why Harriet and not MLK?
Right.
You know,
they gave Abaz on a pen and looking backwards though.
And it's brown.
Oh yeah.
Get that.
He was in charge when they freed the slaves, so they put him on a brown coin and they made him face backwards.
Get that colored out of here.
Yeah. We gotta put Abe on something, man. He's special. Put him on the lowest currency we got and make it brown.
Like Ben Franklin on that. Why was he a president? Shit. Franklin wasn't no president. He was an inventor. How the hell did he get on there?
He invented some shit that already helped them make it.
Yeah, they probably need hey man, we need some of your money to make money, so we'll put you on one of the bills.
I'm with you. I think it's definitely them promoting a very degenerate type lifestyle. I wonder if like porn has really taken over Twitter in a big fashion. So I wonder if it's like he had no control over it. So he's like,
he's into that.
Yeah,
he's into that. Elon is a sexual deviant, man. It won't be long before he be
100%.
He be on the Summer Jam screen.
They can't get him. He's not really he's too global. He can get out of here. He can get his Russell Simmons shit on and go buy his own country.
Out of here, though. He could low key already.
He probably get them knocked off. He probably get them knocked off before they even talk.
Like these tech dudes is who really running the world. Like wealth, money, power. Like his role. He didn't buy Tesla and Twitter just because I'm rich and I got money to spend. Those are power moves. Like he can call a politician. Y'all think Diddy got power and the things they think about the level of what Diddy was doing, bro. Elon got crazy money, crazy access, crazy power, and I'm pretty sure he makes a lot of decisions in a lot of different countries on a lot of different political things, man. Real shit.
They got Ye lined
so
up.
does Zuckerberg, all the tech boys.
And then but Elon is into that sex car. His car models, if you line Model S, the Model 3, the Model X, and the Model Y, what does it spell? Sexy.
That's why you got one?
Who, me? Nah, I got it for the functionalities.
You want to be
cut
sexy?
My car off.
Which letter you is?
Yeah.
Where you at in the sexy spell out?
I don't know.
He's X. You got three of them too.
You got 3 X.
So what is the Cybertruck? What kind of freak bullshit is the Cybertruck? You got that science for me?
Yeah. Nah, I don't know where that fit into the equation.
Okay.
Somebody gonna make some sense of it,
Gotcha.
But he did. If he is into that lifestyle, he got like 10 kids. 10 something.
That ain't sexual deviance. He live like if I had his amount of money, 10 is like.
He got concubines.
If I had his money, I have a concubine too. What are we talking about? He living like a billionaire, damn near trillionaire should live.
They be saying he be having them parties on the boats, man.
Shout out to the boats.
And you saw they released them Ye voicemails as wild, man. They sent out.
I ain't saying him. You got him?
Yeah, you got him. I just heard the transcript of them, man. They wild, man.
Who he sent voicemails to?
With the lawsuit that they got going on with old girl.
Oh, he kind of sued her back.
Oh yeah.
What she say? $4 million. He was gonna pay her $4 million.
No, he paid her $1 million. He was like, "Yo, I'll pay you $1 million if you quit your OnlyFans shit and come work for me because I want you to, live a godly lifestyle."
The fuck is wrong with you?
He brought her in and started doing, sending all types of like crazy set shit to her, like,
Ooh,
like
that's not good.
yeah, it's
not good, boy. You send them sex.
Yeah, anybody can
texts
file a
to work.
lawsuit. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can file it. It's like if you win it though,
Yeah.
that's very key.
All right,
Cause
we
he
ain't gonna
counter
go down
sued
the Ye
back.
rabbit- We ain't gonna go down the Ye rabbit hole.
No, I'm just legally. I ain't finna talk about no yay. I'm just saying like anybody can file a lawsuit, bro. Like entertainers get sued absolutely every day by
What you call
random
them,
women
Billy?
for paternity tests, like all that shit. This is a regular celebrity thing, but we just never. We always hear the lawsuits, but we never get the feedback on did the person win the lawsuit. We never get that news.
No, they get their money and go. If you smart, and there's a little bit of there, you pay them off early. Like Diddy was stupid. He was arrogant.
well, that was
shoulda
that was
just
the issue
gave
with this
Cassie.
one. I think he promised to pay her off $3 million, and
Yeah,
then
that
he
was
never paid her off. And then she was like, "All right, since you ain't paid me off," that's when she kind of released all the text messages and all the voicemails and shit. That's why we get to where we at.
What was his response to it? Because he did respond. So I'm just, I've been out of it a little bit, but he did
I
respond.
ain't even know what's going on.
I just seen something about a lawsuit, and I don't even know what the lawsuit was about, and I was just like, well, shit, he gets sued every week. Like every time we go on the internet, somebody's suing Ye, bro.
I seen it just $4 million price tag, and I was like, who he paying $4 million for? Man, I need a job with Yeezy. Giving random people $4 million.
That boy got that bag. That bag ain't going nowhere. Just like they can't, like power is money. Like all of that stuff is money. He's still a cash cow. That boy ain't. Like another thing too. Like there's so many people. Like Deion's son filed bankruptcy. I think and everybody was coming at Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown filed bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is I don't want to pay my bills. It don't mean I'm broke, right? I don't want to spend all my money paying people out. Oh, and if I got 67, Trump used to do it all the time as well. But like Shiloh is filing bankruptcy because he's being sued by a former school. He slammed one of the security guards at the school.
Oh damn!
Dude suing him for like $15 million. He files bankruptcy to escape having to pay the lawsuit. Right? He ain't broke, but it makes good business sense. If you're gonna sue me, I can file bankruptcy to avoid paying that lawsuit.
I was gonna ask
business,
which
like
son.
instead of
I
paying
didn't
that
know
debt.
that. I didn't know this
Yeah.
would even happen. I mean, I seen a deposition from it. People just, man, when you get money, bro, people just falling out the woodwork, bro. Hey,
See, that kind of makes
Silk.
sense though, because you're a student athlete, right? Like how
Mhm.
many as a student athlete, you gonna sue me for $15 million? What student that got $15 million? I think he was trying to I don't know if Shiloh got any like NIL deals. So like he saw that and like, all right, this is
oh,
potential.
they
to
got
make-
some money. They got KFC commercials, all kind of stuff.
Oh no, they got stupid bread. They getting that bread. That's why dude probably was like, "Yo, like let me like this dude injured me. It's a serious injury what the security guard had. And if you're familiar with Shiloh's game, he's a very physical, like head busting type of guy. He gets physical with it. But yeah, if you watching these guys and the way they spending money, like they're on commercials. They had like Google and like Visa commercials during the holidays. It was just like they were everywhere. And if you're dealing with certain things, I'm pretty sure lawyers are hitting you up saying, "Hey, we can recover some of these funds." But in some worlds, it's frowned upon for like really rich people to file bankruptcy in those cases. Amongst like snotty people. But it's good business to do if you're trying to avoid losing your life's work and fortunes. You feel me? He did respond to it. It's just pretty much like both of them throwing like shots at each other. So in response to the baseless allegation, this is Ye's PR response from his team. In response to, I'm not finna read all this shit either. Like this shit is like 8 paragraphs, bro, and I ain't got time. I don't really care that much. In response to these baseless allegations, Ye will be filing a lawsuit against Miss Pisciata, who actively pursued him sexually to coerce employment and material benefits, then engaged in blackmail and extortion when her advances were rejected. Prior to her termination, Miss Piscadia, stole his cell phone in an attempt to destroy phone records that would contradict her claims, all of which have been preserved. So, like, it's just gonna be like back and forth shit like that, bro. Like all of his lawsuits is gonna be like it's lawsuit season for all entertainers.
Yeah.
I think more people are gonna get this type of shit off. The Dream, he just got hit with sexual allegations and lawsuits from another woman. The entire music industry, if you're a dude, even they hitting Mary J. Blige with the same type of vibes. Anybody that has been around entertainment business in the last 15, 20 years is susceptible to be sued right now after this Diddy thing. And also R. Kelly, Bill
if you come
Cosby.
across that bag,
like,
if you come across that bag,
Yeah.
if you get money, like you and y'all, the Flow Factory kicking. So
ahead,
dude from
no,
the
I ain't-
dude
I
from
ain't-
the
I'm cool.
Hold on, no, the dude from the car wash gonna come. He gonna be like, you took your car and
crackhead?
ain't get the. Yeah, he gonna be like, you ain't pay me in full, man.
Man, them dogs
Nobody
gonna
gonna take. He like the car wash ain't gonna work, bro. You got to have some buns. Like that's the key to it. You got to have some cheeks.
He could say
No,
pain and suffering, man.
Gay text message was funny as fuck. Dog said he texted. He's like, "Yo, my dick is racist, and I'm gonna beat it because it like your white ass."
I like that. That's hilarious. That's like some freak bull fetish shit. That's some freak bull fetish shit. I'm doing this for the ancestors. How mad do you think your ancestors are?
Yeah,
What if your forefathers saw how I was beating these
egregious.
guts?
That's egregious.
That's a crazy freak bull fetish right there, man. And Yeezy does have like to hate white people and then text that type of stuff to white women because he always preaching about like inequalities and stuff. So to text that to white, this fits to how I envision Ye as in a relationship of trying to get some buns.
That boy, that throw, man. But what's up with
That
Dream
was,
lawsuit? What's up with Dream lawsuit?
I ain't hearing much about his.
Oh man, I think I got it the link on the docket, I believe. But yeah, he's getting hit with similar allegations. Let me pull it up real quick. We're gonna see more of this, bro. I don't
Man,
think
yeah,
this is the end whatsoever.
We said it was Pandora's box.
Yeah, lawsuit season, boy. If you got a bag, man, they just come out of it, man. You gonna have a camera crew and have them sign a non-disclosure agreement whenever you engage.
The NDAs don't even matter if they feel like a certain crime has went down, dog. The
why
NDAs
you
don't
gotta
even
have that-
matter.
That's why you gotta have that film crew with you.
The film is what's getting them jammed up.
Yeah,
Not if
you
you really
trying to
doing
get
freak bullshit.
you trying to get
See,
the
these
shit
are real freak bulls. You trying to cover like righteous behavior and movement with a film crew and an NDA. No, they're trying to cover deviant, freak bull, 69 boy,
you
freak
need
ass
a
boy,
film
69
crew for
god. Like all of that shit. They trying to cover that shit up with NDAs and no, they don't work like that. Okay, here we go. The Dream is facing allegations of rape, sexual battery, and sex trafficking.
Oh man.
See, once the trafficking get involved, it'll start as a lawsuit, but then the feds hear sex trafficking.
Oh,
Time to
we're in
pull up.
there. About
Yeah,
to
it's
be in
time
this
to
house
pull up.
next. They're gonna be in this house next.
This article says the 8-time Grammy winner, meanwhile, says the newly reported allegations are untrue and defamatory. We've heard this before.
Yeah, Puff said that same shit.
He said the same. He said the same shit. As reported by Ben Cicero of the New York Times, the suit filed in Los Angeles on Tuesday cites California's Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act. The accuser, Shanaz Monroe, alleges that she was forced to have sex with the songwriter-producer on multiple occasions. Monroe, who makes music under the name Shanae Monroe, says she was first introduced to the Dream in 2015. From there, Mangrove says the Dream promised to make her a star on the level of Beyonce or Rihanna. He was lying.
Oh yeah, he was in his bag, wasn't it?
Though the relationship allegedly became abusive shortly after, Dream is specifically alleged to have held Monroe down and refused to wear a condom, forced her to have sex on camera before threatening to reveal the videos to others, forced her to have sex in a theater, and more. He's also accused of having Monroe monitored while she was staying in a hotel in Atlanta. Just more Diddy activities. These boys, they're groomed to do it like the best did it.
They learn from the.
I'm not saying this is all true either. Like
They
Brother
learn from the
Dream
GOAT.
is allowed, like, a real process. Like we can't jump to all of these allegations because women lie. We learned that from Brother Travis Rudolph, who almost got he a whole murder happened because of a woman lying about being hit, being beat, her brothers and cousins and friends all run over there to go run up on this dude about so-called being beat, and they got sawed down with an AK-47 because a woman lied, and then Travis Rudolph got off on the charges. So all allegations aren't true. We want this process to play out. Just want to say that as well.
Yeah.
Might be a wet dream.
Could be.
It's gonna be a sad
Dream
dream
got
if
some
it's
classics.
true.
Like, where are we at with it? R. Kelly music got taken off. Now we got the Dream music on the verse
Man, we
being
ain't gonna
taken
have
off.
no damn music.
We
man.
ain't about to have no playlist.
Dream ain't pee on no 13-year-olds though, man. Come on now.
We can't categorize sexual abuse like all of it's wrong.
Yeah, he pissing on 13 and kids and stuff like that. That's a next level deviant type of stuff though.
Yeah, that probably is. But if these allegations are true, they're no less than his. Like,
But we seen the tapes of killers.
so we need the tapes for your stuff to get taken off of DSPs.
That kind
I
of
think-
rules
I
out
think-
the allegation part.
Nah, once you're guilty, like, you kind of went through the process. Like, because we've been seeing the tape and we kept jamming. We kept, like, we did Fiesta still rung off. Like, we were still wilding out after we saw the tapes. Like, the tapes didn't matter. Like, what changed was the guilty, right? That's what changed when they was like, yo, let's take this stuff off of
Didn't him and Jay
DSPs.
sing a
But
song
we
Not
already
Guilty?
knew. We had already seen the tapes.
Didn't him and
Yeah.
Jay sing a song Not Guilty?
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's when Dame Dash was like, yo, I'm out, man. Like, y'all wilding out. This guy used to rape my girlfriend.
Man.
Whoa.
Yes, like Aaliyah. No, like that's when Dame Dash was like, yo, why are you making music? If you notice, the entire time with Jay-Z's R. Kelly relationship, you will never see Dame Dash, ever. Because of the way he knew, what he found out about R. Kelly through Aaliyah. That was some of their fallout as well. It wasn't just rap music. It was a lot of that too. Like, this guy's a bozo. Why are you hanging out with him and doing whole albums when we all know what happened with him and Aaliyah? Type shit.
Speaking of R. Kelly and kids, what y'all think about the doggone Benzino joint with him and his daughter?
Why are you fighting with your daughter?
We need therapy, bro. We need therapy. We'll know how to treat each other. This man, explain what happened. Do you have kind of the rundown?
What?
Well, pretty much he went on like different outlets saying that he's on board with whatever R. Kelly did, even though like he
She
said,
lost
he
her-
did that to a 16-year-old. Like, okay, well,
You lost
you
your
know.
virginity at 14.
yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about in his defense to R. Kelly, like if his daughter's offended, she shouldn't be because she lost her virginity at the age of 14. Which is like, what are we talking about here? Is he like this is unserious fatherhood? Like, what are we talking about?
It is, bro. Like, why you add your kid out? Why you going back and forth in the public with your kid? That just showed me that why she don't have respect for you. Because if you're willing to go back and forth about your kid in public, man, you ain't no father. That's a conversation. Y'all beef shouldn't even be publicized. Straight up.
This makes you look bad if your daughter's losing her virginity at 14. Like, why do you think this makes her look bad? Where you was at, bro?
Why you beefing with your daughter though? Like, just let it go, bro. Like, let it go.
They need therapy. I don't like to get into like children parent like beef, but we need therapy, bro. Like, this is regular like stuff that happens. Even like think about how many in entertainment world, right? This is not regular life world. We understand the dynamics between mother, father, son, all that stuff in our regular worlds. But think about how like Master P and his son, Boosie his daughter, like 50 Cent his son. Like, we could go on and on and on about the dynamics between mother and even in entertainment, which is a microcosm of actual life in some capacities, right? Relationship aspect, I would say. But yeah, you just look at it, bro. Like, we need therapy. We need help. Like, straight up. But we need to relearn how to treat each other in every aspect.
OG Mike said, man, my daughter said she canceled and blocked me, bro.
My daughter, OG Mike said, my daughter blocked me on Facebook, man. Like, that's what they gonna do to you, Corey. They gonna be entitled. They're gonna get older, and as soon as you say you won't buy something and you won't do something, they're gonna block you on Facebook, bro. And cancel you.
I got a text saying I'm gonna block and cancel you.
Like, no, it's a thing. It's a thing. Shout out to OG Mike. Hey, let's get up out of here. It's been a 2-hour show. I got a full work schedule when I get off here. It's late out to 10, but I do gotta. Hey man, shout out to this past weekend. You know, make sure y'all tune in. Anybody that's watching this, we dropping an interview on Flow Factory, our YouTube, our mother podcast to the entire platform that we're building, the entire network. But we're dropping an interview with Deontay Thompson, former NFL guy. One of the best interviews I think I've had, man. Just some gems. He's on that same conscious path, you know, spiritual man. You know, he's on some like buy back the block, doing some Nipsey Hustle, but spreading that business, you know, acumen, you know, giving game back, going back to the community. Them guys are doing some awesome community work, which they don't film, they don't advertise. They just get out there. They go speak to schools, students all the time. They have a camp going on with youth, high school kids pertaining to football. They're deep into real estate. They have some coffee business. It was a dope conversation in a lot of aspects, man. He had one part of this conversation, just give you some gems, when he's like, yo, like everybody always talking about protecting the girls, right? Like the daughters and all of that, where we set up parameters and making sure they're not losing their virginities in certain ways. We need to do the same thing with our boys, because these women you lay with, you just never know what's going on, and that can affect the rest of your life. Like, I just like a lot of things he brought to the table, and a lot of conversation that he had was very, I think, necessary. You know, as a young former athlete, it ain't easy. And he kind of shared his journey with us, man. It was dope.
Yeah. Outside of that, what I love what he said also, kind of like Alexandra kind of shed light on like what success means. You know, like success is it all determined about like you. It don't have to be like because there's no accolade. Like you know, like he said, my teacher was successful. He named different people that were like in different positions in his life that you know society wouldn't deem them successful, but they in his world they were successful people. So I thought that
Right.
was brilliant when she kind of brought that into light too. She's like, success is kind of determined by you. You know, you determine what success is. So, um, I thought that was dope, man. It was a dope conversation. So tune in if you get the opportunity to. So it's on Flow Factory on YouTube. So fuck with us on that.
FLO, FLO Factory. No W, as you see on the hat right there. We also got cup merch on the way, man. We appreciate everybody for all of our call-ins and stuff. You know, we're not sending you no merch for lying about Chameleon there. You don't get no merch for your call. But everybody that called in, we're gonna send y'all some merch. Y'all gonna see us in a couple of weeks too. Pop up with some fly cup merch. We got that in the works, man. Support us in every way y'all can. If you want to call into that voicemail that we had earlier, it's down to the bottom. Engage with us. That phone number is 470-851-6735. Leave us some love, some energy, some positivity, whatever it may be. Engage with us. Help us grow this show. They've been the comments of Great Boy Jit and Daylon. They spend the entire 2 hours just railing your hairline, fam.
Oh yeah,
And it's
they
still
had it,
up.
man. They said,
Hairline's
boy,
still
boy,
up.
boy.
It's still there.
Still
Your hairline ain't there. That's why you got the hat on. We already know. We established when you put the
You gotta
hat
go to
on.
Malaysia. One more trip to Malaysia, baby. Turkey.
I
Turkey.
hairline there, baby.
He
Y'all
said,
got any shout out? Be out.
He said Nova hairline is a felony. God,
It's crazy.
he's
It's crazy.
old boy got 34 counts. He got cleared of them. You think you gonna get cleared of that doggone hairline count?
Whew. And in the court of law, like he really gonna need a jury amongst his peers. He gonna need more bald guys there to get him off the hook. Like imagine doing like say he's on trial for the hairline felony, right? And his lawyer is like trying to like how they trying to get like the jury to be what they want it to look like, and the state is no, he's got a fucked up hairline. Get him out of here. We don't want him on the jury. He'll get off. You got all full haired guys and full haired women on Nova's jury panel, and he's gonna be found guilty of
Shoot,
a washed hairline.
can you imagine the artist trying to draw that motherfucker? You know,
Oh, we gotta go. I gotta eat. I've been fasting all day, bro. Let's get up out of here. Hey, it's the Coach on Call podcast. Hey, pull back up on us on Thursday, and then again on Sunday. We kicking it. We living a little bit. We appreciate all of it, all of the love and support. Peace, love, and blessings. We out.
all DJ Great boy Jit, J Stub, man. I ain't get to see
Appreciate
Chi
y'all.
Chi. Shout out to Alexandra as well for coming on and spreading love. So
Oh yeah.
peace.
Already.